like him, inside and outside. Blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm good, I was need, I was dying, 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 I was need.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the
Your
last...
voice is a bit. What's going on with your voice, mate?
I'm not the best.
Shane Carter, mate.
Last few days, yeah, been big, but anyway, we fight through.
Big or
Unlike
what?
Sydney, we just don't fucking
Yeah,
bow
that's right.
down and
That's right.
disappear, and we will fight through this. Yeah, a couple of big nights. Yeah, big days. Yeah. All right, we're here for the last episode
Of the year.
of the year.
Yes.
Mate, it's been a
Salute.
massive year. What a year it's been in football.
I know.
Been a year, and it all finished off with that deplorable goal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh, good if you're a Geelong fan.
If you're a Geelong
You
fan,
could've
it's
just sat
exactly.
there
I
and
don't care what
had a
anyone says. They
had
want
a
to
cigar,
close.
mate.
That's what you want. You don't want to
If
close.
you follow one of those sides, you
You
want
don't want it.
nothing but misery for
Misery.
the other side.
No close
That's
finishes,
it.
nothing.
You're
I'm
right.
gonna make that a quote.
Yeah,
I got
nothing but
but
misery.
misery.
I like it.
That's one
Nothing
of my
but-
favourites.
Nothing but misery. All right, what we'll do is we'll get straight into the coffees. Let's do this.
Do you know what the number is?
Yeah, well, do we know the number? I don't think it's
Cribs.
going to change. Hey, how we going? Excellent. Yes. Grand final. I know. Who was Geelong and who was the other side? You thought they were witches' hats. They looked like red and white.
Yeah.
No, it was an actual team there. Yeah. So all right. Let's get some stuff and we'll see how we go. What? You got delivery boy? All right. Paolo. Now we can't get Paul to do that stuff
No,
anymore.
sorry, mate.
So we've got a delivery boy. All right, done. Thank you. All right. Apparently they got a
Finally,
delivery
we've got a
boy.
Delivery boy.
Proudly sponsored by.
Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co.
Correct. You got it right.
There you go.
Alright.
For once.
Carlton 15. No, you got it right.
Yeah,
Most
they're
of
right.
Do we
Yeah,
get- most
they are
times we get it right.
superb,
Always
mate. What a fantastic sponsor for
We
the
usually
whole
get it right.
year. Actually, for the 2 years.
Yes.
And-
It's it.
Oh,
It's it.
where we have. We got
Come in.
a
The delivery driver. Please enter.
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 Oh, yeah.
Who have we got? Come
Oh,
through. Big Jeds. Big Jeds.
How you going,
Big
boys?
Jeds.
Oh,
Good lord.
I thought it's about time I get a job.
A variety of sorts here.
That's it. You
Oh,
got to
look at
do
this.
I'll
something.
keep that one.
That's
You
it.
guys can have a couple.
There we go.
Look,
Have
at that,
a
mate.
seat on
There
the
you go.
couch, Big
No, put it there because we've got to put the
Gotcha, mate.
Medicina in
Oh, we've
there.
got to put the Medicini.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, I've got to go a bit light on the Medicina today.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, we know that.
Thanks, mate.
A little bit light on the
I'll hold it
Medicina.
up.
So welcome to the
Good to be back,
good to have you back.
mate. Fantastic.
Pleasure.
Rocco,
We thought we'll get you on since you are
hello, mate.
how are you, Paul?
the jumper
Good to
punch.
see you doing so
Thank
well
you.
in the media circles
Thanks
these
very
days.
much. Thank you,
Well,
thank
we
you.
will be talking about
Mate, I'm
that.
just waiting for you to be on Foxtel and Channel
Well-
7 and taking over from Brian Taylor one day. You never know.
Well, the way we have to present this from now on is everybody welcome to the Jumper Punch. My name's Rocco. We have Marcello, we have Vincenzo, and SEN's very own.
Paolo Sebastiani. There he is.
Bravo.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are.
Tell you what, it's probably a pretty good gig to do last night's grand final.
Sensational, the best.
Oh, that would have been huge,
It was the best. I've been thrown in. I've been thrown into the deep end straight away, and it's great.
Too.
I'm a deep end operator, mate. So,
Nah.
you know.
Wow, mate, you what do? You adapted to it like a
Oh yeah.
duck in water?
Yeah,
Is
that's
is
the
that
one.
word?
Yeah. Water off a duck's back.
Water
Water off a duck's back.
Superb.
It was always going to happen,
So-
mate.
Thank you. Thank you
No,
very
Can't
much.
hold back
Water.
talent.
No,
It's
no,
natural
shout
talent.
no, that's exactly
No, but
right.
don't
Or
you
water
say
off the
duck.
duck's back.
Oh, but don't you say you like a duck to water? Then
You can say that too, I think.
Fish to
Yeah.
water.
No.
It's fish to water there.
Nah.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
He took it like a duck to water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I've never heard of
So yeah.
I've got
No,
mine.
thank you,
There
mate.
go.
What do you mean you never heard? Don't worry, main reservoir. We'd make up our
Yeah,
own
I-
shit.
I-
Rocco from Reservoir, mate. That's hello there.
Yeah.
Rocco
Go-
from Reservoir.
Go on, and I'm guaranteeing.
Here's to the 2022.
2023 season. There's what's coming
one
up.
to
That's
come
the
up.
one we're
Well,
looking
let's
for.
But also
Yeah.
a great
It
2022
was already
year
in my
for the
mouth.
jumper
For
punch.
everyone, he's already
the
drunk.
jumper.
Salud. For the
It's
jumper.
already in my mouth. Sorry. That's what she said.
That's what she says, yes.
Been a big year.
It has been a big year.
It has.
And since we have got
Big
Mr.
change.
Vince, let's have a look at this.
Shit, sorry.
Alugo Goria. Fucking Vincenzo, mate. Fucking big Vincenzo.
Oh my
Is that
God.
Vincenzo? Querendo Vincenzo. Compare Vincenzo.
That's a Gumbada Vincenzo.
Oh, don't tell me you put that on YouTube.
We will, but we
Well,
will.
it will be on YouTube once the show
That's
goes
right,
to
it
air.
will be on YouTube. So we welcome the big Vincenzo.
Let's put that on there
Yeah,
for me.
we'll do that. And we'll put
Thank
that
you.
over here. And we're done. So what else? Marino Brothers, they've been here since the start too. They've
Yeah.
Spend over $60, get free shipping, and if you order before 12 a.m., you get next day delivery.
100%. Thank you very much, Marino. And the other one is
Top Dog Liquor,
Top Dog Liquor.
Lyndon Hosking.
I think he's still. Is he still? No, I don't think he's still over there. Has he come back from
He
America?
might have come back. Yeah, he's seen all the fighting and that.
Did Canelo win?
Yeah.
He did win. Okay.
Nah,
Didn't he? I don't know. Did he win? I don't know.
Golovkin.
Golovkin won.
I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up.
Triple
with
G.
heaps of time, but would have been a grouse experience to go
Oh
down there
man,
and watch
awesome,
that.
awesome.
Everyone, get onto TikTok.
Yep.
The channel, Spotify, all of that. We got another big interview this week.
Yep.
Get onto the Jumper Punch merch.
Yep.
Right, wear those tops during summer.
Bloody
right?
oath.
Yeah.
T-shirts,
Mucky
everything.
cunts, mate.
Maybe we can start
I
getting
reckon.
some hats going or something.
I reckon the mark. Yeah, next
Like a
year there's gonna be like.
By the way,
different
Rock,
merch.
I should point out, I spoke to someone during the week and I said, you really should subscribe to the Jumper Punch channel. And they said, oh, no, I don't want to pay money. For...
No.
I think there's a misconception out there.
No,
that,
if you
know,
click subscribe,
it doesn't
it's
cost
free.
you anything.
It doesn't
it's
cost
free.
you anything.
100%.
Tell all your friends.
You just press subscribe, so when you go onto YouTube, you just get a
That's
notification
100%.
as to when our videos come out.
Exactly what happens. You
too
don't
many
pay, you
paywalls
just
now.
subscribe.
Too many
so-
paywalls.
Everyone's scared.
Yeah.
Everyone's scared to press
Nah, so
subscribe.
definitely don't. That's a good point.
And then maybe like 4 months later, we'll just like charge your credit card. Out of nowhere.
Once we got, wow, Optus have taken
I saw
everyone.
that. I did see that.
Lucky I'm not with Optus. Yeah,
Hey,
but they
why,
took
isn't that
everything.
Good lord.
And if you want to get on, this is last. No, it's not your last
Well,
chance,
for
but
next year, yeah, mate.
get on to this.
Please, sir. I want some more.
We definitely want more.
The Jumper Punch at gmail.com if
Yeah.
you want to be a sponsor next season.
100%. 100%. Yeah, so
Bang.
would definitely big year. All right,
Huge.
all right. Hey, listen.
Hey, boys, before
yes, sorry.
you go
Oh,
on,
you got something, haven't you?
no, I was just going to say, what did you think of the halftime entertainment yesterday?
Shocking.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But, sorry, what about the pre-game entertainment?
We'll get to that too.
We'll get to that too? All right,
We'll
we'll
get to
talk about
that
it.
too.
Sorry, Rock.
That's all right. I
I'm jumping
Bringing
ahead
the
here.
run sheet
I like the
ahead.
way.
I haven't been given the run sheet.
You don't worry about the run sheet. You just sit there
All right.
and just
And
wait.
shut
once
up.
you- was halama or gabagool.
All right,
Listen.
I'll shut up
Did
and
you hear me say, hey, listen?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right. You've only said it about 2,000 times.
I didn't say, hey, take over. I said, hey.
That'd be right.
Now listen, when we were kids, I don't know if you guys remember this bloke, right? I got a little bit.
Maybe
of
we
a-
will. We're usually pretty, like how far,
No, you
like
are,
we're
you are,
usually pretty good with this.
So there was a particular Greek who would make prank calls in the 80s.
Guido Hatsis. Mate,
Wow.
yeah.
That's him.
Tony McClare.
Let's have a look at this one because he calls the Queen's Palace.
I know this one. Yeah, good one.
Hello, Palace.
Good day, mate. My name is Guido Hatsis, right?
Yes.
And I read in the paper today that the Queen is coming to Australia next year.
Yes. Where are you calling from?
Man, I'm calling from Australia, right? No
Yeah.
matter, I'm prepared to let the old lady stay at my place, all right?
Who is this?
Man, it's Guido Hatsis, all right?
Where are you from?
Man, I told you before, all right? You deaf pommy poof, all right? I'm from Australia, right? Now,
I
I'm telling
beg your pardon, you can't
man,
speak
man, listen to me, all right? Listen to me,
You
all
can't
right?
speak to me like that. Who is this?
Mate, I will speak to you like that, all right? I ring it up to tell you the Queen is allowed to stay at my place, but only on the couch, mate, all right?
I'm sorry?
Mate,
Look,
no, mate, listen to me, mate. Are you a beef eater? Is that what you are?
I beg your pardon.
Mate, are you a beef eater? Because I tell you, the next thing you eat, mate, will be a knuckle sandwich from me, right?
Look, I'm sorry. If you have any specific comments, I can write them in the book and pass them on.
Man, write in the book, all right? Write it right now. You are a dickhead, pommy poof, all right? Can you spell that?
I'm sorry.
Mate, I'm sorry that I speak to you, all right? You're the dickhead, all right? You need to give me the queen on the phone now, all right?
I'm sorry?
Mate, you say sorry a lot, mate. I'd be sorry if I had a head like you, mate, all right?
Listen, if you have any specific inquiries about the
Mate,
royal
all right,
family...
mate, I'll start again, all right? Because you stupid pommy poofta, all right? All right? So what we do, all right? The queen, she comes stay at my place, all right? 2 days a week she work at my Nana fish and chip shop, all right?
This is ridiculous.
Man, no, it's ridiculous, mate. It will be. She will get the sack if she steal any pickled onions, mate.
I don't believe this.
All right, mate. Mate, I've tired of speaking to you. I will go now, right?
Look,
Mate,
if
mate-
you have any specific inquiries about the royal family, you can leave them here, and I will write them in the book and
All
pass
right,
them on.
mate, all right. You write them in the book, all right? Why are they a bunch of poofs? Question mark. Where are answers? That is it. Goodbye.
Shit.
That was in a time when we didn't get offended over everything. So everyone just relax.
Take a chill pill.
Take a chill pill. It's a bit of fun. That was Guido.
Shut up, man.
Axis. Loved him. He just. Remember when he just exploded onto the scene, man? He came on. He started making albums, appearances. So that's it. All right. 55. No, we're episode 54.
54.
But we're going to do 55 and 56.
Because
Because
it
we
is-
did
okay, right,
53,
Oh, yeah,
54. Now we're going to do 55, 56. And that's it for the numbers.
Okay.
Is that all we've used?
56, yeah. Next year we'll go
Back.
go backwards, but from 25, but
Fuck, I thought we would
56.
have used like someone would get like 99. That's a tech number. 88.
Casano. Remember
77,
Casano?
yeah.
I still got their Guernsey at home.
66,
Antonio
69.
Casano.
69.
I'm telling you.
I mean, if you watch the who's.
I reckon there might have been
Is
one
it
or two
Gabagool?
occasions back in the probably the
Gabagool.
70s and 80s where if someone's jumper got torn or ripped or whatever, they
put
gave
on
them number
reserve.
59 or number
reserve.
60
Yeah,
or
Maybe.
yeah, but only for
56
you
is
know
the
for a quarter or two or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I want to say the number 69.
They didn't
won't
actually
do it.
they didn't
Why
actually
not?
run out with that
It's a
number.
bunch of woke bloody.
Thingo did it.
Who?
Thingo did it. When they ran out together.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I want an actual 69er on there.
No, they won't do it.
Nah, that's the next kid that comes in today
Won't do it.
for Carlton,
They
he has to
will
have
no
69.
way do
What's
it.
the joke?
I'll have
Dinner,
respect.
dinner for two. Is that the joke?
I'll have respect for Akers
won't do
if he
it.
wears 69. If he doesn't wear, I don't
I'll
want him.
put the house on it. It will not happen. You know that. You know
I know.
that. I know you want
I
it.
can put my land on it. Why
It
not?
won't open. It won't open. But anyway, who knows this bloke?
He'd know.
You know.
I don't
Probably
know.
Mark Buckley or someone like
yeah.
that.
He's Mark
He
Buckley,
Mark
27 games,
Wow.
35 goals. He is actually in the record book. He wore 3 different
Well,
jersey
didn't he
numbers.
go to number 10 eventually?
Yeah, he went to 10, and then he went to 10, and then the 4 for one game
One game.
between Sticks and
Michael.
Buzz. No,
Oh,
Buzz
Buzz.
and Sticks.
Yes.
He wore it for one game. Yeah, so that's it.
How many goals did he kick?
He kicked 35
He
goals
would have
in
kicked a
27
few goals.
games.
He played
There
full
you go.
forward.
Yeah, he finished.
Nice.
He finished his career with 7 games for the Saints and 4
Again,
for
another one
the
that went to the
Brisbane
Saints.
Bears.
Always.
Why did they all move to St Kilda for?
That was where they went to get
Another one.
superannuation.
Now it's Carlton.
Before Paul Keating brought in superannuation,
now-
I think
now
that's
it's
where they used to
Carlton.
go. Now it's
Yeah,
Carlton.
now it's Carlton. Yeah.
Yeah.
They come to us.
Yeah,
They come to
that's
us.
a reverse. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Now
right.
they're sending him.
it
What
is
about-
the reverse.
What about you know this bloke straight away? Let's have a look. No
That
way.
would be Michael Kennedy.
It
by the
is
looks of
Michael Kennedy. He wore
It's like a jockey.
70. He played
Eventually
74
played
games.
43. That's where he won number 43 in the 87 Premiership
100%.
side.
So he wore the 55 for one game. He wore it for one game. 9. He only kicked 9 goals. Premiership player, like you said, in 87 with the 43.
Yep.
And
Eventually
he
went
finished
to
his
Sydney.
career with 15 games to Sydney.
A lot
And
of
he
those
finished
boys-
in those 15 games for Sydney,
Yes.
he got 3rd in the best and fairest.
Oh wow. Sheesh.
He
A
got
lot of
like-
those boys from the 87 era that were the young ones went to Sydney because Cole Kinnear ended up coaching
Oh
Sydney Swans.
yes, and Cole Kinnear
And
was
Cole-
was he a footy manager with us? Was he one of
Yeah,
those?
yeah,
because I
he was
remember-
like Parkin's right hand man.
Who was talking? I think was it Frankina?
Yeah.
Fred Chen that was speaking about him.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep.
right.
Might have
That's
been.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Warren McKenzie went there, Michael Kennedy went there,
Yep.
2 or 3 of them went there like that.
Anyway, he could play.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So let's have a look at some quick highlights of the bloke. 87 premiership player, remember?
Onto the practice cricket pitch area.
Yeah, that's it.
It was a good back pocket.
Yep. There he goes.
Tommy Alvin in the back there, was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a jockey. It's small.
He was a good tagging back pocket player.
Oh, look at it. Yeah,
He'd
no, he
often
did. I didn't
pick
show
up
but he
guys like
Better
did.
than Owies.
Look at yeah, that's right.
Oh, did someone get cleaned up in the back there?
Yeah,
Oh,
always.
yeah, that full flight, Chich.
This
Nice.
was when Carlton dominated. See,
This
what
was
can't
at Waverley.
Hey, thanks to Spirit the Carl with that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
A little bit low. It's a little bit smaller.
It's a little bit smaller, but if you just look to the side a little bit, you'll get to see some vision because.
Oh, yeah, banana bender. Look at that.
Ah, he kicks
Look
that.
at fucking sausage.
Sticks,
Sticks called it. Are they still involved with the club, Spirit of Carlton? Like, are they still...
Yeah, yeah. Well,
What,
well,
are they considered a coterie group? Is that what they are? Or
like a lot of coteries, they started off being their own independent entity,
Yep.
and then the club took them over. And now the club really dictates what happens with Spirit of Carlton.
like with a
It's
lot
still
of
got a
us,
committee, but it's more of an advisory role rather
Look
than.
at the crowd, I love it.
You
You
pump
too.
rate.
There's another game that Sydney got pumped in.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Might be a theme for the show today, I
That
think,
was,
just
might
quietly.
be, I
Good
think.
Lord.
So there you go. So there he is, and McKenny, as I said, premiership player, mate.
Yes.
You can't take that away from
One,
him.
just the one.
One premiership in '87. Yeah, he only ended up
Doesn't
playing
matter,
like
that's all
I
you
think 59 games for Carlton.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he kind of was another one. He had a good year in '87. Yeah.
in the premiership year, he was
Yeah.
great.
There's all these players that you pick, like from the '87 Premiership team that you've mentioned. That I'm like, oh. Then I go back home and I have a look. I'm like, fuck, these blokes were actually. It's amazing how
We
they're
had a good
forgotten
side,
about.
man. Yeah,
you
no,
know?
that's right.
Shane Robertson's another one that
Shane Robinson.
doesn't come to mind to a lot of people, but
See?
very
And it
serviceable
defies them. They
players,
won
played their
premiership.
role.
Correct.
That one premiership defies them, you know, like a lot of them say that. But we were saying with our interview this week, you know, like then they come back and they do the reunions,
Yep.
right?
That's
because
the
of
best
the
part.
premiership, because there's no losing. Like Sydney's not going to have a 2022 reunion.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So that
Exactly.
Do they
Bonds
do Wizard Cup ones?
The Wizard Cup once.
I reckon a couple of sickos do.
I reckon Hoops would. I reckon Hoops would.
Yeah,
Jordan
yeah, that's right.
Russell and
They
that.
do it on the boat trip. Yeah,
You know that's weird. I reckon that'll be a good party, man.
Hey, mate, that Wizard Cup that we beat West Coast in, mate, the crowd was going insane.
Yes.
Says it all.
We loved
Yes.
it. Yes,
Says it all,
We
doesn't
loved
it?
We
the
loved
Wizard Cup.
Mate.
And then
Oh,
we beat
that-
Brisbane 2 years later in 2007.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct,
right.
correct.
But it wasn't called Wizard then; it was
No,
something
NAB,
else.
the NAB Cup.
NAB Cup.
The NAB Cup.
That's it.
You get, I think it was 500 grand. If
Do you know
won
those?
it.
Did you really?
Yeah,
You know
that's
those
right. There was a massive.
500 grand if you won,
There
or a
was-
million.
Really?
It's 500 or a million. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why they went full strength teams. They're trying to win it. But
They
they're not
lost
doing
their-
that.
Didn't they lose their first after that, like 5,
We,
7,
in
8
I'll tell you what happened
Bum,
in 2007. I'll tell you what happened.
Got bummed.
We won our first game. I think it was against Richmond.
Richmond.
We got flogged by Geelong.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because I remember Tom Hawkins kicked 5 against Lance Whitnell, something like that.
Yeah.
And then the week after is when we came back and beat Essendon.
Ah, yeah.
James
Then
Ward
kicked
was
8.
right. Yeah.
And we went 2-1 and then won the wooden spoon.
That's it. That's it.
That's
We were
the
2-1.
Carlton.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the Carlton on that.
Well, I
That's
can
the
tell you
guy.
one thing: that 2005 Wizard Cup
Yes.
got Dennis Pagan a 3-year extension on his
Yeah.
contract,
Yeah.
Because he won money.
and
for
then
the club.
as soon as we won it, we won 2 wooden spoons in a row: 2005,
Crazy.
2006.
It was funny because we
And then
never
halfway
seen a
through,
wooden
well,
spoon.
actually 3/4 of the way
You've
through,
never seen one.
07.
Up to that
007,
point,
Dennis
we had
Pagan
never
got the
seen
sack.
one.
Yeah.
We didn't
Were
understand
we
what a
on
wooden
zero?
spoon was. Yeah, we were
We
on
had
0
nothing.
until we won that first wooden spoon in what year?
2002,
Right?
Yeah.
We'd never seen a wooden spoon.
20 years ago.
Never seen
We're
it.
having the 20th
And I
anniversary
actually-
reunion of the wooden spoon side.
How many
One-
we got now? 5.
4 or
Five.
5.
Five.
And one of the most vivid
Makes me
memories
wanna
I
cry.
remember, we were in.
5 or 6?
Five wooden spoons in 20 years.
02. What we get? 2002.
02,
Murphy,
05,
Gibbs,
06,
07,
15 and 18.
Walsh and
15 under Malthouse and then Barker, and then 18 under Bolton.
How many wooden spoons do we have?
It's terrible, isn't
One
it?
of my most vivid memories
Wait, that's
is...
sustained success.
Sustained
failure.
failure.
Yeah.
Not
I
even
remember
mediocrity.
When we
Actual
were winning
failure.
that first wooden spoon, it was like the last game, the second last game, I can't remember, the third game. We were at Princess Park, we were playing North Melbourne.
Yep.
Yep.
And some guy runs onto the ground with this
wooden
massive
spoon.
wooden spoon and
yeah,
runs
yeah.
around, you know, and it was like a dagger in the
Yeah,
heart.
it's
because
embarrassing.
it was
We'd
bad.
never had to deal with that before.
Well, now we've got 5 of them.
Now we're experienced.
We've got a high five. We can high five people now like
Yeah,
that.
experience. How many you got? It's 5. All right, what about this bloke? You'll know this bloke. Come on.
Plenty to stir the minestra with. Scroll in.
He played
No idea. But he's got a.
I
He
bet
played
you I know who that is.
64
That looks like
games and 106 goals.
that looks like a blonde-tipped Brent Heaver.
Ben Heaver.
Is that right?
Yeah. Remember in 93? He had a good year in 93.
Yeah, he ended up wearing number 17.
Did he play in the granny? He did play in the grand
93.
final in '93, didn't he?
In
Yeah,
93.
Yeah, he
yes,
did,
but
he
not
did.
in 95. He was an emergency in 95.
Maggie.
Very
Yeah.
stiff to miss out.
He ended up playing also 12 games for Melbourne, and in
Yep.
his
Do you know
Uh,
why he
he-
came to Carlton?
Well,
Because
how do you
probably his only really good game for Melbourne. He
was. I
he
was
kicked
about
a bag
to say
of
this.
goals against us.
In his debut game against Carlton, kicked 5 goals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next year, Carlton pick him up.
Yeah.
Did Carlton do a bit of that?
We do-
Like
we do
players
all
who
that.
played well
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
them, they would go out and.
Absolutely. we
That's
did.
arrogance. That's like, oh, if you can play well against us, we may as well pick you up.
That's what.
He ended up going to Port for 2 seasons. So
Yeah, when he left
I
us,
think he
Games
played
he
50,
played?
15
Saying
games.
if
He
you
ended
can't
up
beat them,
playing.
buy him.
He ended up playing
till
64
96,
games.
and then when Port came into the competition in '97, he went.
I used to like him.
Oh, not just that,
Mate.
regular football.
In the 93, I think it was the first final. He was killing it, I remember.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
he was good.
Money.
Anyway,
For the
unlucky.
money.
Smart,
For the
I would too. Fuck.
Well, you know,
Well,
if you're
they're
not
playing
getting
for
a
like-
regular go.
They're playing for $20 back then.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for the 55. So now we've got 56. Only one player wore the 56 for one game.
Who?
Let's have a look.
I know who this is.
Ricky Chicken Nixon.
Wrong.
I think he might own a
Ed
restaurant.
Snoop.
Woof. Oh, yes.
I remember him saying this. I remember we were sitting down in his shirt.
So,
He's the best.
One game.
Yeah.
now he told me the
That was
story
his first
about
game,
that.
wasn't it?
Jeez, that's a
and-
solid rig. Look at that.
That was his first game of football.
Was it really?
Oh.
He wore 56.
Look at him. Look at young Dick. Look at young Dick jump in the middle. No, up above that one. Above that one.
Oh, that one
Yeah,
there.
yeah. The one with the. Look at that.
Fresh stick, that's the future. Right there.
Mate,
That's
so,
called-
so the story he said was because he played the last round. He played his first game and he kicked but he broke his wrist at the end of the
Right,
game, right?
okay.
But he had a ripper game, right? So he reckons when they gave him, because he was wearing the 56 for the reserves. When they gave him that game, he didn't even have a locker because the lockers finished at 55. So he reckons I was just there stuffing my bag underneath the thing. That's how he was in his first game. Yeah, he was almost
But
out the door.
also, funny about Ange, he didn't want to have a number, even when he went down in the numbers, he didn't want one that everyone else had had.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. I remember when
That's
we
right.
when we
He
spoke.
didn't
He had
want
a
one. He
look
didn't
and
want
he
a
goes
locker
30.
that someone else's name was on, so
Make
he
it my
chose
own.
39.
Yeah, to make it
Are
my
they
own.
good?
Unfortunately for
I
him,
got
Dale
the
Thomas has
inoculate.
now
That one
played
come
over
out a
100
little bit
games.
dry.
so
I'm a
he's
bit
gonna
like
be-
upset
But
about
Ange is
that.
the first.
Yeah, that one's got the phenomenon.
Ange is the first.
This
on
is the
39.
Capricola.
Gabagool's good.
I
Gabagool.
didn't finish it.
Huh?
I didn't finish it.
Oh no, it's sick.
I do sweets. I
So
don't like
anyway,
cereal
with
at all.
Ange, just remember, 91 to 02, 151 games, 20 goals, and he's the only player that holds the record for most games in 2 jerseys, 39 and 56, but he's the only one who won it. So there you go. And what else? Oh, you just remember, like Premiership player, of course. Vic representing in 95, 96. He had a ripper year those years, man. He was all Australian 95, and he was best and fairest 50 94, 10 in 95, and 8 in 96.
The big thing.
He was a premier
That's
defender
a
at the
big
time.
double
Absolutely.
is there's 2 things. All Australian in a premiership year.
Yeah, best and
And
fairest.
if you can get best and fairest in a premiership year, that's huge.
And
that's
if you
the
play
big one.
state football too.
And state back then, yeah, bloody
Become
oath,
top
that's
10.
huge.
Back then
Well,
that was massive.
He did kick a couple of goals.
Massive. Yes.
So let's have a look at a
Yes,
couple of these
I
guys.
think his best one was against.
Doesn't do too often, does he?
North.
They come
If
in
it sits for me, kick it. There it is.
I watched this game
Ready?
at 85 times. Like, that's it.
He's play, and he said his player had come off.
Yeah.
If it sits for him, he'll kick it.
Here's a chance. If it sits, he'll
Go and kick the goal, Eds! Yes! How's the runner?
This is where he kicks a bag of goals against
Yeah,
Hawthorn.
he kicks 4, I think.
Ah, look at it. Just a beautiful kick of the bloody on the prune chinch. Look at it.
Oh, I'm getting
Yeah, that's...
This is that game against Footscray where Cooney.
What's this? What's this? Here he goes!
This is
Bang!
This is the game against Footscray where Cooney kicks 10 goals.
Catoriali.
Look at this. Bang!
Oh,
Jeez, that was a good mark. Kept his eye nowhere near the ball.
Look at the kick, man.
too easy.
Goalpost high, easy. You're like Darren Wood. On your chin.
Yeah,
And
that's
Beaumont
it.
got involved. Oh, look at Cooter.
Did you see that?
Yeah. At the Gabba.
Oh,
Now watch this. They showed again.
Look
What's
at
this? He
Cooter.
knows where he is. Watch this. Now look at the outside of the boot. Bang!
Yes, that was a dribble kick.
From the one
But
hand
it
to pick
worked.
up
hey.
to that, dog shit.
Here he goes,
Oh,
Cooter
kick
again.
it.
He's back. Christou off the left.
Off one step.
Get no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a goal.
Oh, look at him. Oh.
That, how appropriate that they
There you
finished like
go.
that.
The two boys embracing champions.
They
Absolute
had this
champions.
almost kinesthetic. What am I trying? Sorry, telepathic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing of where they were.
yeah.
And the chemistry between them.
It was a
Chemistry,
bit
yeah.
like the Cracker brothers, you know, because they become mates.
Knew
Because
where each
he
other would
said
be.
that when they first, got to Carlton, they just, they gravitated to each other straight away. being
Wild
Greeks.
Greeks.
Right.
And
So they gravitated, and he always says a story. He remembers in 90, I think it was 91, and then in 92, at the end of 91, they made the squad, So he reckons there was the best. Like they just made the squad, and then they went to Bali for a holiday. Can you imagine the party?
And when he made the team before Kudo, and he goes,
Yeah.
That's it.
Listen to this. This is what was written about him at the time. A highly talented athlete beyond. What's this word, man? What's that?
well, guys.
Beyond
Geese, guys.
Let's see.
It's guys.
Guise.
It's guys.
Guys of mere footballer. His complementary skills become a mainstream in defence prior to the long-term injury. Armed with a lethal left boot, which rivals perfection, each kick possesses a speed depth, weight and accuracy that few could match.
That's true. It's
It
spot
was.
on.
And hence why he got given the wolf.
Yeah, that's right.
And boy, did we love doing that every time he kicked the ball.
He's a gunman. I'm telling you, at the time, man, I always loved watching the bloke, man, like coming out there. So he was just this, like, any.
An aura.
He was,
He
but
had an aura.
he was a footballer.
Right, yeah.
Where Kuda was the athlete.
Yeah, correct.
He
Yeah.
was a footballer,
Yeah. Yeah.
and a top bloke. So everyone go down. Oh, we forgot to say.
Yeah, North Seafood and Grill.
It was on the bottom anyway, but make sure you go down there.
Yeah,
it's
a great
and
restaurant.
ask him to tell you that
Actually
story,
is.
and he'll tell you.
Hey, as we keep saying,
Top
the
class
Google
restaurant.
reviews, 4.8 out of 5 over 200 Google reviews. That's top of the
That's
top.
elite.
It's top of the top.
Yeah.
He's unreal.
Mate.
He's unreal. It's a really good place.
No,
He
very
takes
good restaurant.
pride in the way he serves you the food and that. And before you get food, expect it to be shown to everybody in the restaurant, and then he gives it to you.
Correct. Yes. And expect to be introduced to people
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know and people you've
Yeah,
never
so
met.
you-
And like,
So
just
if you
steal
go there
this
by
bag.
yourself, no fear, he will find you someone to sit
Correct,
with.
correct.
Like, it's
Have you
unreal.
met? Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Now, we did have a special
This is a
interview
good
this
get. This I'll give you this one. This is a big get.
So let's have a look who
Top
it
10
is.
of all time.
Big,
There
big,
he is,
big.
Mr. Jeff
Southby.
Southby. Let's have a look at a few stats for Jeff. 268 games, 31 goals, Premiership player in 72-79, best and fairest 71-72, Vic rep 9 times, Carlton Hall of Fame, legend, team of the century.
Incredible.
Doesn't
To
get
play
too much
two-
better.
To play 268 games back then is like playing about 500 now.
100%.
They never played that many games.
Nah.
It was like
Imagine
100, under
Tuck
100.
would have played
Like
800.
1,000.
I think it's easier for players for some reason to play more
Sports
games
science,
now.
long you can go.
But what you'll find though,
full-time
Mars, is
athletes.
that a lot of those players started in the under-19s and then went to reserves.
They've already played
They
like
didn't even
100
play
games.
senior football
No.
until they were maybe 20, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already played.
And that begs the other
Jeff was no different. I think he started at 20.
begs the other argument. Should they, with the draft age and stuff, should they start?
I
A
think
bit
so.
older, 21,
I
20.
think so.
Yeah.
I've always said I think they're just starting way too young.
But if there's a kid that's like miles above and can
Yeah,
play
you play
football,
him. Yeah,
straight
yeah,
in
yeah.
Like
Bloody
a
oath.
Walsh.
Bloody oath.
Walsh, Dacos,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah,
you've got to have
yeah,
a blanket rule.
But
You
you
can't
can't
just
say
say.
No,
that.
but it's like the basketball.
Yeah.
It's exactly like the NBA. They pick up in the draft like fucking up to like 22-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I'm saying, you've got to have like this blanket rule. You can't
minimum
say,
age.
we're going to play him only at 20,
Nah, it's
except
18
if you're
to-
Sam Walsh.
Nah,
Shouldn't
it's like,
you?
yeah, 18 to
But
21.
you and I played when we were like, what, 16, 15?
18
We
to
played
21.
senior.
You're talking
We
about
played
the picking
senior
up.
cricket.
Yeah.
Getting picked up in the draft. Yeah.
When we were 15,
You
16, we played senior cricket.
You identify the talent, and if the 18-year-old's a superstar, obviously he's going to go number
of
one,
course, of
and
course.
you're going to play him. If there's a 21-year-old that's better, it opens the draft.
Isn't it interesting that Nick Dacos got the equal highest Brownlow votes for Collingwood this year?
Collingwood,
As a first year
Yeah.
18-year-old.
14,
star.
13.
It's unbelievable
Yeah,
result.
star. Almost as good as Walsh.
That was better than Walsh's first, yeah.
Yeah, he was a good year. Hey,
Walsh got 6.
the other thing that he did was Jeff Selfie won the best and fairest in his first 2 years.
First two
He
years.
won a best
Yep.
and first in his first 2 years at the club.
71,
including a
72,
premiership year.
including the premiership year. So his first 2 years, they bring him in, he wins best and fairest as a 20-year-old or
That's how good he
19-year-old.
was.
Yeah. So let's have a look at some highlights.
Was he from?
From Bendigo.
Yeah, that's right.
Great zone for us.
Oh, you're going nowhere,
That's like
mate.
Nick Rewalt.
Yeah, it was too. He had the pace.
What's going to
There's
happen?
Vinny White.
Like, I'd love to
There
see
was White,
what happens with the draft in like 10 to 15 to 20 years.
So look
They
how
have to
much of a
change it,
dasher he
don't
was.
they?
He was a dashing fullback.
Yeah. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the pace on him.
See, they lead with the
Yeah,
handball.
they do
like
that.
that.
The big handball. Yeah. Bang the talk.
Torpedo.
Great mark.
I reckon you get more power because you get full extension of your full extension.
A lot of the best full forwards
On
back
his
then will tell you that he was the hardest opponent they had to play on.
Yeah. Arguably, should have been team of the century. Like people say,
Well, there's a lot of people
Was he?
that reckon he was every bit as good as Silvani.
He was named in our top 10 that we did
Yes.
a couple of years ago.
Yep, he was at number 9. And he's
That means
even
it
though
should be
Silvani
the
got
team
given
of
the team of the
That means
century
it should
full
be
back, he was still given the spot at back pocket
yeah,
Wow.
in the Carlton team of the century.
yeah, but you could not.
They were so good that you
You're in
could
the top
you
10
could have
players
flipped it.
ever. And
Ever.
You have to be in there. You have
Of
to.
course, that would be enough for the Gonya if you didn't go in there.
Fucking hell.
Oh, well done. Does a son that goes me.
Too long. Southby is there. Well out from Roach. Harms puts him out of
For
business.
that, nice.
Terrific.
Oh,
5 metres out.
Look at Mark.
Ah, he's like here, yeah.
And Southby chased his
Oh,
own
he gives
kick.
him. Oh, look at this one. I reckon he gets him a bit high there.
Would have been reported now.
Don't you love Lou Richards?
Oh, yeah. And passa Perrovi.
And Peter Landy.
What did he say, Lou Richards, about Mario Bortolotto? He was looking for a plate of ravioli or something like that.
That's right.
no, he's like a plate of ravioli.
Yeah.
Because he was.
Yeah.
That's, I love it.
He went after the ball like a plate of ravioli
Yeah,
or
that's
something
it.
like that. I imagine he said that now.
No.
Like, you should be able to say that. I'd say it.
I would.
Bloody oath.
Yeah, someone gets offended.
No,
We'll
you know
talk
why
about
he said
something.
that?
I'm going to mention something about the
Because
grand
Lou
final too
Richards
that
did
I
one of
knew
his
was about to
classic
happen.
dares
Happen,
where he said if Carlton beats, I think it was Richmond or whatever in the grand final.
He would go to a restaurant or
no,
something.
I'll
dickhead.
let Mario Bortolaro pour
Yeah.
a tub of spaghetti on top of my
Right,
head.
there you go.
That's
That'll
why
be
he
it.
said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And he did. So Mario went to Lygon Street with a full tub of spaghetti. Not just the spaghetti, the sauce in it and everything. Right?
Oh, Piggy.
Piggy. Tell you what, he was a
really
dashing
flashed
fullback, Jeff Southby. He was a really dashing fullback.
Took it on too.
Good old South.
Pretty good fucking back.
My old
line
man
for
always,
years.
as soon as you mention the name Jeff Southby to my old man, he lights up and he always says, he used to teach us how to do the torpedo punts in high school. He always used to come to Coburn High.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And back in those days, it was more than acceptable for a fullback to use the torque
yeah.
to kick out
That
from
was part
fullback.
of it.
Crazy.
Because
These days, no.
because you're just kicking as far as
Correct.
you can to
Different
a contest.
game.
That's
Different
it.
game.
Yeah, that's it.
Now it's all possession, so you know they want you to kick it 10 metres that way.
Yeah, so we got the privilege to interviewing
We did.
Mr. Selby. So everyone, enjoy this. All right, and here we have him, Mr. Jeff Selby. How are you, mate?
Righto. Very well, thanks,
Jeff,
mate.
thanks for
Good on you,
joining us
Vince.
today.
Great to see you, mate.
It's great to see you. This is grand final week.
Oh,
Yes.
it is. How? There's a smell of the liniment in the air,
Mate,
isn't there? Fair dinkum.
you'd know exactly how this would smell, wouldn't you?
And the reason we've
Well,
got you is because you're one of the great
Oh,
finals
well,
players of all
mate.
time for Carlton.
Mate, I wish I played in a few more, but time got an injury got me a bit pushed me aside a little bit occasionally, but lucky enough to play in both the 1972 and 1979
79.
premiership. So it was such a special time, and how lucky
big,
was
two big premierships.
Oh,
there,
two
weren't
big premierships,
Two of the
yeah.
biggest, I
and
reckon.
how lucky, I was at Carlton to be able to be there during a very successful period, and missed 81 and 82 through injury,
Yeah.
but still feel part of that. And last night we had a great get together with David Parkin and Mike Fitz and all the boys and the girls. We all
Fantastic.
came last night, and
that
we're
would've
celebrating the 40th anniversary of the 81.
That's a good thing
82
about winning
back-to-back
premierships,
set.
It's the getting back together.
Oh, look, it's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, there's such a strong bond, and I think it's premierships really bring that out. But this is a special group to do the
There's not too many.
back-to-back,
There's
yeah.
not too many reunions of teams where they lost the grand final.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it
You
doesn't
don't see
happen.
too
You
many
don't see-
teams from '86
I've
or
never
'93.
seen too many of the Collingwood teams having
Yeah.
these, big reunions of the 70s. The poor buggers, but anyway.
You had their measure in those 70s
We did,
and
yeah,
early
we did.
80s.
We had
and-
their measure, and we even had Essendon's measure in the
Yeah,
70s.
yeah.
Essendon started to haunt us a bit after that in the
Yes,
80s and
yes.
early 90s, but
Well, maybe at the end of your career, when you sort of struck out from a luck point of view with injury, missing out on the 81 and 82 premierships, but you started off like a house on fire in your career, because your first 2 years, being 1971 and 1972, you won the best and fairest for Carlton in your 2 years. The first 2 years.
How old?
I don't think anyone's ever done that.
I was
Does
20
anyone
and
else
21,
ever
I think,
done that?
yeah.
21.
Yeah, so...
Surely no one else
No,
has
I
ever
don't
done
think
that.
so. I don't think so. Not at Carlton. Might have
think
happened
anywhere.
somewhere else. But no, it was a special time. I was sort of... I was 20 when I arrived, so I'd played 2 seasons of senior footy in
In
Bendigo,
Bendigo,
or one with the powerhouse in the
But
amateurs.
not at that level. So
Nowhere near that level, but in terms of body strength and things like that,
You'd
and
had a
playing
couple of
against
years to-
men,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was a bit easier in those days to do it in person. But look, came to Carlton, loved the whole scene there, and there was some tremendous players and role models and mentors there. So
were you a bit lucky that you came into the team immediately, because of course, the former fullback had just retired, Wes Lofts.
well, opportunity,
And you took his
sometimes
number as
only
well.
knocks once.
Was
doesn't
the
it?
opportunity?
took
The
his
opportunity
number.
was there, and took his number and his position because he retired. And so Wes Lofts, God bless his soul, is he was such a significant figure at Carlton, both on the field and off the field. And his contribution should never be forgotten, I think. Wesley.
Absolutely.
And
And he, of course, went on to become a very staunch, what could we say, Carlton stalwart
stalwart.
for many, many years.
Oh,
off the
very much
field
on
as
the committee.
chairman of selectors.
Chairman of selectors. He was a very incisive chairman of selectors. He was, his role was very good, because he had to come after another great chairman of selectors. That was Jack Rout, who was in the 70s, most of the 70s, and then Wes took over after that. But 71, 72, form was good, and lucky enough to win the best and fairest. But the real pleasure came with the 72. But when we won a premiership that year.
Of course,
and winning a best and first in a premiership year is something special.
That must have been an amazing game to be part of. 50 goals scored for the game. We scored 28 and 25 of them by three-quarter time.
Yeah, look, unbelievable.
Do you remember what that was like?
Oh, yeah, I'll never forget it. I mean, it was
You were
just a
told
special
it was
day.
going to be a shootout, wasn't it?
That was the plan.
Well, where's
John Nichols.
Big John Nichols? He masterminded, along with the selectors, masterminded a number of positional changes, and Richmond had smashed us in a replay of a preliminary final or a qualifying final in those days, and they went in as hot favourites, and with the positional changes and Big Nick going to the forward pocket, spending most of the day there, empowering Percy Jones to take the ruck, and he rucked magnificently all day.
Yeah.
And we had Wolsey playing one of his best ever games at centre half forward with
What did he kick, like
6 goals.
6 goals, yeah.
And Jezza was his usual brilliant best with 6 goals, and Big Nick himself kicked 6. So we had 18-6 at half time. I think every player was in the zone. We had Trevor Keogh giving Sheedy a bath on the half forward flank.
That's nice.
And you had Bruce Dool at centre half back, curbing the likes of Royce Hart, and of course I've lined up on Ricky McLean at the time, and I'm thinking I might not last the game. And
he's a former Carlton player,
of course. As I said, I was shit scared of Ricky when he played at Carlton, let alone when he went to Richmond. And I thought, oh no, I'd have to take a change of jockstrap out with me. Anyway,
so there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. All right. Before we get into the wild world of Carlton, right?
Yes.
Because Carlton are now like the club of all causes. We've got to save everything, and nature is one of those things, isn't it?
Yep. The grass cutting. How you cut the grass.
How you cut the grass.
Right.
Well, we had the famous.
Don't get me rolled up.
Yep.
Don't get me rolled
All right,
up.
I'm going to make you laugh. We had the famous Guido Haxes ring up the national parks.
Good afternoon, Carm. Dwelling up.
Yeah, mate, I use a national park. You got nature there?
You got
nature?
Yeah, mate.
We've got, there's the river and we've got trees and there's wildlife and so forth, yeah.
Yeah, mate, that'll do, right? I want to get back to nature, right? But I don't want to get out of my car.
You don't want to get out of your car?
No.
How do you mean?
That's all right.
Mate, I drive in there.
Yep.
Mate, I see the animals. Mate, I get a bit of fresh air, do some donuts. Mate, turn the music up, play my music on, and get home again.
No, you can't do that, I'm afraid.
Mate, I can do that, all right? Mate, what sort of animals you got there?
Well, there's all the local wildlife. There's kangaroos.
Yeah, mate, you got talking kangaroos like Skippy?
No, we haven't.
Mate, I don't take no crap from a talking Skippy, the bush kangaroo, mate.
I don't think anybody would, but no, we haven't got any talking ones.
Mate, you warn him, right? You tell him Guido's coming. All right, mate? Now, what sort of other animals you got there?
Well, just mainly the native fauna around dwelling up, just mainly kangaroos, there's the occasional emu.
Mate,
What was your actual query?
Mate, you got tigers there?
No.
Mate, you got polar bears?
No, of course not.
You got any whales?
Nope.
Mate, these are dickhead animals, mate. The last time I'm up there, right, you listen? But I couldn't hear the music coming out of my stereo because the birds are making so much stupid noise, mate. Now, mate, another thing I do, mate, I'm coming up there with my nana.
With your nana?
Yeah, mate, I want to release her into the wild.
Who is this?
My name is Gura Hatsis, right? But I got to let my nana run free, right? She's been hitting the steroids, mate. She's been going crazy, mate. It's humane, all right? I got my nana in a cage. So you want the young men up there, mate. I think the steroids have done something to her sex drive, mate. Okay? Be on the lookout, all right?
Okay.
But do not worry about my nana, all right? She will bond with the animals, okay?
Oh, right, okay.
She will be king of the jungle. You know why?
Why?
They respect anything that is hairier than them. Okay, you got any Greek rhinoceroses?
Greek rhinoceros.
Now get a couple, all right? They're rare, but they're good, mate, all right?
Okay, we will.
Okay, they charge you about $400 an hour. All right, mate? All right.
Okay, is that all?
Mate, that's about it, all right? I'll see you there tomorrow, okay?
Okay then.
Goodbye, my friend.
Bye-bye.
How good was
She's
it?
a good sport about
She was
it
a good.
too.
There's a couple of good sports. There's a couple like
The
that.
best one is the plumber one. Have you
Oh,
got,
yeah.
mate?
We've
I'm
got
not
that
gonna
later
give
on,
it,
that's
mate.
it.
That's the best one.
That bloke he can't stop
Gone.
laughing.
Lost it.
He wanted to.
Just
he,
lost
Obviously
it.
not, yeah.
Just lost it. Absolutely lost it.
He loved it.
I've got a feeling he was a bit like Kurtafidis. Must have had an Italian mother and a Greek father, because Guido is an Italian name and Hatsis is a Greek surname.
That's right.
That's yeah.
So
Yeah, we've got a bit
wouldn't
of a
mind betting
Greek
that that's the
theme,
case.
Do not laugh at me, my friend.
You got nature's head.
All right, this is what we're kind of here for. Let's do this. All right, there's always something to talk about. I can't listen. There's not much really to talk about. I can't, right? But
Well,
because we
there
did
is
the
something pretty
show before the Brownlow, we have to congratulate this bloke here.
Absolutely
Bravo,
fantastic.
bravo, bravo, bravo. Gripandakia.
What a fantastic year he had.
Stuff.
Absolutely
You
fantastic.
had a good result on him?
Yeah.
You did have a good result.
Good result on him?
Yeah.
You did have a good
Well
result.
done.
Even with
Is
the
that
card.
at the start of the year you took it, or?
No, I didn't take it before, but I took it after round 1 because I knew it was back.
He's back.
And your card.
Oh, yeah.
And round 1 he was meant
Look
to
at
get
it,
3
look at
votes.
the smile
and
on
he
his
only got 1.
face. The card.
No, didn't
Card.
even get the
He's got the special card that he got ages ago. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
increased
I love
in
that.
value.
He's the draft pick card. The draft
yeah.
card is awesome.
Yeah.
Young Cripps.
I'm
It's
telling you,
awesome.
it's
Nah,
great.
good on him. I don't really
No,
Nah,
good on him. So he
fantastic.
did deserve it. Of course he deserved it. Of course he deserved it.
Is
He
it
had a
maybe
great.
just a little changing of the,
No.
you know, the omen thing that it's like, okay, well, you ended the season in embarrassment, but here's a little
Look,
lolly to.
I think it was good that
Keep
we
the
won
sweet.
it, so it just gives everyone a little bit of we know it's not, you're not going to win premierships and all that. We've got work to do, but it was just good to finish on a little bit of a high. For
It was a
everybody.
feel-good
And
moment.
we lost it. I was at.
Oh, we
mate's
loved
place.
it, man, when we seen it.
We recorded it and we lost it. My mate and I were fucking.
How
lost
good was it? It was the very last
We knew,
votes that
mate.
were.
We knew.
We knew.
Oh, it was
Because
all
he got the
over.
medal that day, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was all over.
We knew.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
Does
man.
it, and this is the thing, and I've been asking people, does it give them motivation for next year to say, shit, okay, if we actually do put our heads down that we are good enough?
Yep.
Or does it say, oh, God, we've won this, we've done this, but we're still ninth? How do you... This is what I'm trying to,
Glass half full,
I
glass
don't know
half
how to
empty.
look at it.
Well,
Like,
you know
I'm
the way
so
I see it,
confused.
individual honours. Yeah, we won that, that's all good. Printing out the posters, all good for you. I
Yeah.
hope everyone's happy.
Yeah, like a dickhead I am, I went and bought the fucking.
Did you?
Because in the
Yeah,
moment,
yeah.
but in
'Cause
the,
it's
you know what it
Cripps.
is. In the moment, you're so appreciative of
Of
what
course.
he's done, and he was, and big up to him. He shouted out the Blue Broad
Yes.
community. He commented, and
He
apparently, Terry was saying at
Yeah.
an AFL Grand Final luncheon or something that he said, I saw the video, and he goes, mate, I feel at home, and blah 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 blah. So they do watch.
No, they do watch,
They
man.
do
they
watch.
know
Of
what's
course they
going
fucking watch.
on.
They watch everything, mate.
No,
They know
no.
what we're saying.
The media's
about it.
watching everything there. They want to see what's going
so
on. But
shit.
I think it's good. We got all that, but at the end of the day, next year,
Now we're the only team.
we start. Next year, we got Brownlow Mills, Coleman's, we got everything, free Australia. Next year, we start in 18th position.
That's right.
Yeah.
With no wins,
Yeah.
0 percentage,
Nothing guaranteed.
nothing.
So in other words, all we've had is individual awards.
Yeah.
Like
Accolades.
Coleman went to Charlie
Brownlow.
after it went to Harry last year.
Yep.
Right.
Brownlow medal to Cripps.
Yeah. All Australians.
All Australians.
But-
5 of them made the squad. 3 of them made the final
It
team.
proves.
And don't forget, who won the longest kick on grand final?
Oh, yeah!
Charlie.
And this is where I think.
I think I might have had a picture of that. I don't
this
know.
2.9
This is
meters.
where I
Yeah.
think it proves that
All individual
all
awards.
the
His kicks were huge. Both of them were. They
I
were huge.
didn't watch it, I just saw it.
all the arguments and sentiment that people have with regards to our list being like one of the most talented and super talented. I don't think there's any doubting that.
Yeah.
But to harness that into a very good football team is the next step.
Yep.
You know, look at Geelong.
Hardly
100%.
anyone.
This, I mean,
Stood out.
Well, that's what I mean. They've probably got how many absolute superstars do they have?
5.
5.
Maybe, yeah.
And the rest just
Super
are all
superstars. The rest are
they're
just
so good at what they
So
do.
even.
good.
Even.
You know?
C and B graders everywhere.
Well, the
Unlike
perfect
us,
example.
Granted, look, and the thing that I'm looking at now is, and I don't think I've taken this into account as much as I probably should have, is injuries.
We did have injuries, yeah.
Yeah. a lot. Like,
No,
a
but
lot.
the point is with the injuries, we were dealing with it through the whole
And
year.
that's correct.
So it wasn't
That's
like we were
correct.
making excuses. Every
No,
week
no,
we had
exactly.
someone out.
Exactly.
You know, so we
Exactly.
weren't making, and now it's like people are going, oh, but we had a lot of injuries. Look, it shouldn't really matter. We should have made the 8. That's it.
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
care how
No,
many.
no, no,
injuries.
that's exactly
Maybe that
right.
affects you later on. But yeah, look, we did have.
Oh, what about
we did
Geelong last year? They had injuries. They made the top 4, didn't they not?
Yep, they made a preliminary final.
Yeah, they lost to Melbourne. And
Yep.
then the
They
year
have
before
injuries
that,
this
they had injuries. Before that, they had injuries. Before that, they had injuries. Before that, they had injuries.
Everyone
they made
gets
the 8
injured.
every year.
Look, maybe they can deal with it a bit better because they're older, experienced,
Yeah,
and we're
correct.
still learning this.
Fucking how long can you be learning?
No, I don't know.
Fucking
I'm
there's
just
always
trying.
learning.
I don't know.
Do you know those two teams in the grand
It's
final?
no excuses.
No, it's not.
You
No,
can't
no,
have
no,
all
there's no
that.
excuses.
You
There's
can't
no
have all that and finish 9th and be a basket case.
I know that the game was very lopsided, but when
Yeah.
you're looking at the two most worthy teams to make the grand final,
Yeah.
you look at. It's interesting because both Chris Scott and John Longmire both started their coaching tenures for the very first time at those two clubs 11 years ago in 2011.
Yes.
And if you look at Geelong's record since 2011, they missed out on the finals
Once,
in
2015.
2015.
Correct,
right?
correct.
And Sydney twice
Yes.
in 2019 and 20. And then
Yes.
they were back up again last
Last
year.
year,
and then
correct.
back.
Correct.
So you couldn't have gotten two more deserving
No, and
clubs to play off.
this is what I was saying too, is that they're them and maybe Hawthorn, and now you can maybe argue Richmond as well, are the most sustainably successful teams of the last, well, probably Sydney and Geelong.
Yeah.
Really.
Sydney
have
over the
been
last
the most
20 years,
sustainably
100%.
successful
In fact,
teams
even
in the
if you want
last,
to go back before
since
2011.
2005.
Yeah,
Geelong
Geelong
was still
since
there.
then.
Geelong was still there. Sydney is still there.
So you're telling me they didn't have any injuries then?
No, they did.
No, no,
Sydney,
of course,
Sydney
well,
won in
17 years.
2005.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
a
what we
factor.
still
It's
there.
just a factor.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
is
you're
a
still
factor.
there,
Yeah.
and we mitigated the damage when we needed
Yeah.
to.
Did
and,
you
and
see-
when we got everyone back, we failed every
Yeah,
stop.
and then when we
so-
did have it, we were failing.
Did you
And-
see that graph of Geelong's thing? Like
No.
their how they went from like that. So the premiership players from 2007
Yep.
to 2022,
like that.
Yep.
and then premiership players in 2022. Like how it went like that. Like it's a linear. Like it went from 2007, it dwindled away, and then flicked back up, and
Slowly
now you
started getting
see,
under 'em.
yeah. So it's
Look,
really
Geelong are a
interesting.
good unit, man. They've got that sustained. What is that?
Sustained success.
And they do it every year, you know. And Sydney did the same. Sydney have done
Yeah.
the same, and that's what you want. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
But
that's
how's
what
the?
you want.
I mean, we ended up
They
getting
have
Brian
Geelong in
Cook
front of
off
them by
Geelong
a
at the end of last year.
Geelong
Yeah.
are just
The transition's been seamless, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, no,
For them,
exactly. Yeah,
they,
yeah,
they
yeah,
put
yeah,
in
yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
Well, it's amazing. As soon
Business as usual.
Yeah, and even for us too. Like it's amazing. As soon as he comes into the club, we improve straight away, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's
No,
funny.
well,
isn't
that's
it?
it. That's it. And same with Cook coming in, you know.
That's what I
I
was
mean?
saying. As soon as Cook comes
yeah.
in, we improve.
It's the culture at that club that makes it so successful.
100%.
And same with Sydney.
been
So
that
they do-
culture for that long. That's why. they're
So the other thing is like, for example, I know we should be talking about Carlton, but even with Geelong, like Hawken is one of these players. He's changed his game. He's unselfish
He
now.
should-
He
To
could have
suit
kicked
the
100
team.
goals this
He
year.
should have kicked 1,000 goals
Yeah.
in his career. He's kicked 700.
But he changed his game for the good of the club. And also, I don't know this for certain, but players have taken pay cuts there.
Fucking oath.
Just to stay together.
Just to
You
stay
want to win
together.
flags?
And this
That's
is
what you
what
got to do.
This is what we got to be doing too, man. You got to get in there. I love, you know, Ange. I love what he says. He goes, if I was running that club, no one gets more than 3 years. That's it. You know, like
I
it,
think-
out your
well,
door.
that's what
I've got it.
And
I
there's
think
a cap of like 800 grand, whatever it is, for the best, and that's it. If you want more, and I go, but then you're going to lose people like Walsh, and he goes, bad luck. We go to the next one, you know, and there's some merit in that.
I think.
You know what
I
mean?
think. I don't know if it was Terry who was saying this or someone was telling me that apparently Voss is all about that. Because
Well, they
I
would've-
don't want people here for contracts.
Well, he would know that because
They would have done it with Brisbane.
That's what should be happening.
Yeah.
If
Won
you
3
come
flags.
here, you should be wanting to play for Carlton.
100%.
Can I ask you a
100%.
question?
Yes.
If it wasn't for the contract, would guys like Mitch McGovern, Jack Martin,
Fuck no.
Zach Williams,
Fuck no.
No.
would they have come across?
No.
No.
Look, you have to give some sort of incentive to come, but the incentive to come should be, wow, Carlton.
Did they come to Carlton
wanna play
because we're
for a
such a
flag.
successful, club
Well, we're
that's
not
got such
successful.
fantastic culture?
We're not
Not
successful.
No,
in
they
AFL.
came for the contract. That's my point.
They're not coming to be successful. They know, but we haven't been successful for 28 years.
That's right. Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But yeah, Reto Paddy Cripps. I'm happy
Reto
for him.
Paddy Cripps.
I'm happy for him, but don't let the fucking that smoke grenade cover all the bullshit that's in behind. Still,
We
Do
still
not.
got, like, if you look where we're
Don't.
going to get
That's
to,
this year. It's done now. It's finished.
we're a long way off.
Finished. Mate,
We're a long way
Well, the
off.
other
they pulled
the
our
other thing
pants
is
down,
you
Geelong.
do
They got
wonder.
gears there.
Yeah.
I
They
know
pulled
every
our
year's,
pants
I know
down.
every year's different, but you do wonder about, you know, you're going to be 8-2 after 10 rounds next year.
Nah, you probably
Are you
won't.
going to have? Are you going to have a
You know what,
fixture that
it's-
was
I mean,
as generous to us
at
as
the end
it
of
was
the day,
this
it's
year?
not. It's not about what you are after 10 rounds. It's about what you are after 23 rounds.
Of course.
You know, and if we start 5-5 and then end up 13 and
Nine.
That's
nine
it,
or whatever we
And make
are,
the
or
finals.
14 and 8.
I'd rather a
That's
nice,
better.
consistent year through the whole.
Which is
Actually,
possible.
you'd rather increase and peak
can't.
towards the end.
That's ideal.
We were
what
actually
you're
going
doing.
like this towards the end.
You
We'll
can't win
barbecue.
every fucking year.
We'll
You can't
barbecue.
win every game.
No.
It's not. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very hard to
Of
do,
course,
right?
of course.
Man, you got to be aiming for. Man, there shouldn't be no aim.
Yeah.
Why do you have to set a limit on it? Oh, we're just going to get to like 13, 14 wins
No.
and.
No.
Why
I've always
not?
said
Aim.
Just go
I
out
know
every
for a
game and
fact-
win.
We should be
Every game.
winning.
Every game and win.
Aim
I
to
know
win the
for a
premiership.
fact-
Full stop.
Next season, that it is top 4.
It has to be.
That is the aim.
has
That's
to be.
that's what they want.
All right, you
It's
know what's the
top 4.
difference now? Are they going to put it out there?
Well, I'm putting it out there. The club, this is confirmed, want to finish in the top 4 next year. So if they don't finish in the top 4,
So that's an aspiration, not a minimum expectation. Because there's difference between targets
no, that's
and
the
budgets,
target.
if you
That's
like.
yeah, I know.
So,
that's the target.
Target is one thing.
That's the target you have to set
So it
next
should
year.
be. So it should be.
I think that's
Top
it.
4.
You should be aiming for top 4,
As
and
a
then
target,
and then
yes.
we reset and start again.
Mate,
Now we've got a
top
different
4.
season. We've got finals
It has to
coming
be
up.
top 4 next
Of
season.
course. Why
That
wouldn't
has
you
to
be?
be your aim.
Well, wouldn't you be? So, anyway, hey,
Yep.
listen. Was there any delistings?
I don't think there's been anything that's popped up over the last couple.
Anyone re-signed?
I don't think so. There'll be. I think there are 2.
Yeah, there was.
I think there's 2 more things. Maybe Setterfield and Ed Curnow, which are yet to be announced. But Setterfield's looking like he's going to be. That's going to be trade.
Yeah.
The only
Or
re-signing
signature.
I heard about was our rookie, Dominic
Dominic
Quay.
Quay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's
Big
fair
Dom.
enough.
He
They're
did.
giving him
Yeah.
another year.
Yeah, why not?
Big Dom. Big
We've got
Dom.
to see where he's at, but nothing really major, yeah?
No.
No. So now, like this...
Trade
next-
radio begins.
the biggest part of the year for Carlton starts
Plenty for
next
you to
week.
talk about on this the end.
Yes. Yes, Blue Abroad will have plenty of stuff. You'll have plenty of
Also,
stuff.
AFLW disaster again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought
yes.
you
I
said
saw
don't
that.
get me started. Now you're going to get started on
No,
this.
I don't need to get
Well,
started.
it's
'cause
why
you
bother
know my
Carlton?
sentiment.
Yeah, all right.
You know my sentiment.
The AFLW team was
What happened?
terrible
What happened
on
quickly?
They
Friday.
lost 50-8. I said,
So I'm just buying boxes of
Melbourne
footy
just
cards,
Melbourne
but
are
that's funny.
cut above that one. Right?
they are.
In that
They're
competition.
shit.
They've got injuries galore now.
Get him.
Oh yeah, but we were missing our main
buying
target up
cards
forward,
while
Darcy
he's
Vesha.
Yeah, 50
We got him. We got him.
Good stuff. At least you're happy.
More boxes.
All right, that's
So
it.
after
Let's-
5 rounds, that's halfway through the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
They're
we've got,
done.
we've
No,
got
the season's
They're
done.
cooked. They're cooked.
one win,
They're
2
cooked.
draws and 2 losses. You
Yeah.
can't.
No,
can't make.
the season's
Can they make finals from here?
Nah, you're dreaming.
They'd have to string a few
They
together.
can't win.
Come
You're
on.
fucking dreaming.
They can't make.
It's done there.
Oh,
That's it.
they just can't do it.
That's it. You know my.
Nuda la musica.
Yeah, I know. You know my sentiments on what
Oh,
they're
yeah.
doing down there, and
Yeah.
I don't need to
And
say
it just shows with
anything
the
more.
results.
Where's that participation medal, mate?
That's
What else do you need to say?
No, it's not good enough.
No one holds it into
Who did they
account.
lose to?
No one
they
cares.
lose to?
Melbourne. They'll probably win the
They're
flag.
going to win the flag.
Doesn't matter.
That's still 50.
I told you, got their pants pulled down.
Oh, it's all right,
Can you
but,
say that?
I think someone.
Tell you who-
A couple of the
Oh, they
players,
can't.
and it was
Got the
another
pants
one.
pulled down.
They were smiling after the game.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
all roses. It was.
Everyone
I'll
was
tell
hugging
you.
Taylor Harris.
I'll tell you now, and you can clip. You
They
can
were.
clip this.
They're all
Yeah,
hugging
they're all
Taylor
hugging
You can
Harris.
clip this. Clip this. The
Buy
AFLW program at the club is tarnishing the monogram.
Yep. 100%.
You are all the leaders of the AFLW program, admin, coaches, board, players. You are tarnishing the CFC logo.
Yep.
Someone
100%,
cut it
man.
up and put it up, and I hope they hear it.
If you represent...
What
if you
they are
represent our
dishing
side-
up,
Yep.
and I'm not pinpointing one person because I'm not doing that. I'm
All
over
of
that.
us.
All of you.
All of you.
All of you. What they've dished up is an absolute disgrace in the last 2 seasons. Disgrace.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's hope it's not going to get any better. I'm telling you, it's going to get more misery than
It is, but it
by
is.
the time we end
It
this
is.
season.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
It's and
And these are the things we should be looking at.
I've told you what players from other clubs think of the way we play. They say they play the worst brand of football.
Yep.
The culture at the club is horrific at the W program, and their standards are just horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Well, listen, man, 20 exiting the club just for apparent no reasons, you know, like just
Well, there's
leaving.
been a lot of players leave.
I think someone
Exactly, win the group
wrote
one.
a message last week that said if that was happening to the men's, there'd be an investigation going into
There'd be a royal commission.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, that's enough. All right, let's do this one. All right, so this is what we're kind of here for. There was a game. There was a game. It wasn't
fizzer
much
of
of
a
a
game.
game. So let's have a look at this. It was Geelong.
Yeah, 2013, 133 to 8452, an 81-point demolition job of the Sydney Swans. What a
Yes.
club! What a team!
What a team.
What else can
Now,
we
can I
say?
say this? I know this means nothing, but it's amusing. This is amusing.
What's
right?
amusing?
The similarities between Carlton 95
Oh
and
yeah,
Geelong
yeah.
22.
It's uncanny.
You came up with a lot
It's
of
uncanny.
This sicko in our group
Yeah,
chat,
it's a sicko.
fucking.
But
every
let's start
quarter,
with
he's
this,
banging them
right?
out.
And
Do you have a look at the comparisons between what Carlton kicked in
those
95 to what Geelong did?
So, they were
Unbelievable.
both told at the start of the year, too old, too slow. Then they win 16 in a row to win the grand final. Carlton win 16 in a row. Both have a tough first final,
Yes.
but win, and they both but win. Both smash their opponents in the preliminary final.
Yep.
Both smash their opponents in the grand final. Both kick 6-3-39 in the third.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
I was sending that to you.
To lead more than 10 goals.
Wow.
Carlton kick 5-4-34, Geelong kick 5-2-32 in the last. And a player they got from another club wins the Norm Smith medal.
Wow. Yes. Isaac Smith, Diesel Williams.
And also they go out straight sets the year before. They lose the grand final the
2
year
years
before
before.
that. It's very,
It's uncanny, isn't it? And the other thing that just tipped me over was Geelong lost their last game to St Kilda.
Same
Oh,
round.
And
yes.
Carlton lost their last game to
In
St
round
Kilda in
nine.
the same
Yeah,
round.
yeah,
in the
you're
same
right,
round.
16
You're right,
in a
too.
row.
There's a couple more things too, you know that?
What is
Go.
it?
Look at how many players each team have in their 30s.
Yeah.
Carlton had Williams, Kernahan,
10.
Spalding, Bradley, Justin Madden, Peter
Sauce.
Dean, Mil Hanna. No, not Sauce yet.
Sauce
It was
was
about
in his
28.
series, yeah.
So, and a couple of others that were on the verge of 30. Same with Geelong. You look at the players, just there's even more than that.
Sourwood, Smith,
Oh,
Hawkins,
Dangerfield,
Dangerfield,
Blitzarves,
Cameron's close to it. Duncan.
Guthrie,
How good's Mitch Duncan?
Mitch Duncan, Guthrie. I mean,
got
they had even more players in their 30s
Ah.
yesterday.
Ah.
And the other thing was this that I noticed. Both senior coaches in that year just took a step back,
Yep.
were as cool and as calm, as collected as
Did
could
they not
be.
change? Did
Parkin basically even said in our interview with him, the players coached themselves.
Yeah.
Well, he was.
And I'll tell you right now, Chris Scott
He was
would have left a
told-
lot of things to Selwood
Of course.
and Hawkins and those guys.
I'm your
told to do
mediator.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Parker was told, step back, and he goes, I can't do
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, but he had to.
And
In
he
the
had
end,
to,
he did.
and it worked out. You know, they wouldn't, because they would select their own team.
Yeah.
The
The
95
players
side.
selected the team
Yeah, that's why Chris Bond
in
was
'95.
down. And that's why he
Exactly,
left.
100%. And they
That's why
wouldn't
Troy
let,
Adelaide, Troy Bond, sorry.
they wouldn't let
Troy Bond,
Parkin
sorry.
sit in the meeting. He had to stand outside, and he reckons there
He
was
was
time
like a Kellogg
to
in
be at
the
the
room.
door. So there you go. But
That's why he was sold.
Scott
to
did the
Troy.
same.
That's true.
Yeah, Scott did the same.
He had to learn to
I
stop
think-
almost interfering. It sounds
Yeah.
I
crazy
think
for a
it's
senior
huge.
coach,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let
I
the
think-
players.
I think
Do
giving
what they gotta do.
responsibility to other people, leaders,
Delegate.
to take control.
Yeah, you know what that
is
means.
Very
You know what
important.
that is. You have trust.
You have trust. And then if you got the right leaders to take control, mate, they're not going to let you down.
Never.
So you need those, those generals there.
Yeah.
What a fuck.
But the team's got to be ready for it.
Of course.
I mean,
Of course,
a couple
of
of years later when Kernahan and Spalding and Hannah and Badine and all these guys retired, then it needed him to come back
Yeah, of
in and
course.
take charge again. But at that time,
It was perfect,
Anthony
yeah.
Stewart who came in and said
That's
to
right.
Parko, if you want to be successful this year, you've got to learn to step right back and let these guys set the agenda for the team.
And it worked. It worked.
And it did.
I think it's the best thing. You
That's
give
why he said
people
they coach
responsibility. You give them something to do, some leadership and that, and most people will step up to the plate.
Yeah.
He was more of a guiding hand rather than a in there making
Yeah,
decisions.
exactly.
All right, let's have a look at a couple of highlights.
And Chris
We
Scott
might
was
as
very
well.
similar this
Let's
year.
have a look at this one here.
This just set the tone. Yeah. Look at this.
Out of the ruck. The first 2 goals of the game.
Like
Mate,
Taylor Walker against
this,
us.
mate, it was
And
just...
that's what he did against
First-
us, bro. No one in the
Correct.
ruck.
Correct. But he's up against Sydney's number 1 ruckman and he did
How
that.
does he do that?
Every
All the
like
time.
he does it nearly every week.
First 2 goals of the game with that.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
You know.
What about then we have this bloke? He had the game of his life.
Oh, mate.
Easy.
This is, you know what? When he kicked this goal, you probably thought,
Yeah.
Done.
it's all over.
Well, he had 10 and 2 in the first quarter. It was finished.
He almost gets it here, but
Do it when it's
bang!
And now it is Isaac
Do it when
Smith.
it's important.
This is
and
a
that's
hot
it.
start. This is a white hot
Again,
start
look
for
at him,
Geelong.
look where he come from. Where'd he come from?
Hawthorn.
Where'd he come
Hawthorn,
from?
yeah.
And what did he already do there?
Yep.
He already won 3
Free
flags.
premiership. He won his
Knows
4.
how to win, comes in a big game, steps up. Simple.
Why aren't we recruiting someone like
That's
that?
what we've been saying.
Do they want to come?
That's the
See,
thing.
this is the whole thing
That's the
because
thing.
when Smith
That's
was
right, we're getting better.
available,
Gonya, we're getting fucking Blake Acres of
Yeah.
shit. Go out and get somebody with good
when he
experience.
was up for, I was going get Smith, but then I'm thinking to myself, so he's got Geelong and he's got. Where's he
going
going to
Geelong.
go?
He's going Geelong.
See, this is where you target someone, I don't know, apparently he's re-signed anyway, but Jack Revolt, someone like that.
But he's re-signed. I was saying,
But
you were saying it
target
too.
them.
Get Jack Revolt.
I'll
Get
get
Jack
him.
Revolt.
Bruce.
Even just for a year or 2.
Shields retired, did he not?
Yes, Liam
Well,
Shields.
Liam
Liam
Shields.
Shields.
Mate, go to him. Say, here's 400,000 and come.
Shield.
Doesn't matter. He's a
Gunston might have been
professional.
a
Maybe, yeah.
He's a professional.
Yeah, no. Look, we should be getting some of those players.
You're probably not going to get a superstar in.
No,
They want
we
big
won't.
money, wouldn't they?
No, we won't.
I wouldn't mind him. Why not?
Anyhow,
Rather him than fucking
this was.
Acres.
Look at this goal.
Beautiful goal.
That's
Two-step
brilliant.
back.
He's got a raking left foot.
Got a couple.
Now that's what you call a wingman, don't you?
But how
Pure
many goals
wingman.
he kicked? He kicked probably like 20,
Pure
20
wingman.
odd.
He's never stepped foot inside the corridor, that bloke.
Nah.
And
Never
you know
stepped
what's
foot.
interesting? Do you remember that game where he had that chance to win the game for Hawthorn in the final and
Yeah,
he missed it?
against
After the
us,
siren.
It was against Geelong.
yeah.
It was against Geelong. Next minute, you know they pick him up.
2018?
Might have been
17. Something like that.
One of those
I remember
years.
I was at Crown with Day.
What about this bloke? We love this bloke, don't we?
With strength, gets it to Stengel.
Stengel.
Another one, Cats.
Just those ones. Just those ones.
Three.
Look at the score.
And of course,
first.
guess who's been coaching him and guiding him and
Any bet?
mentoring him all
So
year?
when he went,
Well, we'll
Yeah,
talk
the guy that
about
was
that.
meant to be,
I
he
want
was
to
meant
talk
to be
about
coaching
that.
us, wasn't he?
Well, I was.
We want to talk
Wasn't he
about
meant to
that,
be,
but let's have
I
a.
think even if he was our forward coach, Stengel still wouldn't have done anything like that if he came to
Nah.
We had this bloke kick a goal.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese
He
out
was,
the back.
yeah, well, he was right in the right position, but danger.
How's the handballs?
Is that the other
Look
bit?
at
Just
this.
the Connie?
Yeah.
Back inside, Dangerfield.
I thought it might have been Dangerfield's goal, actually.
Nah, we would have missed.
No, I know, you're right, but I actually, when I first saw it, I thought Dangerfield's got a goal, but he
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
In the end, he was probably one of the only top players that never scored a goal.
Yeah, he didn't kick a goal, did he? Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
well.
bloke here, they got him from another club, and he's shown to be.
Is this when he does it?
Dangerfield looking for his first.
Yeah, give the hands, Chich.
Stop it. Look at him, look at him, look at him.
Give him.
Very,
Yeah.
very
Oh, he can't. Yeah, bang.
Takes it off him. Jeremy Cameron.
Look at him celebrate this.
Apparently his medal's gone missing overnight.
Oh, yeah, we saw
I
that.
thought it was on a. Was it on a cow? It's on his cow.
It's on his cow.
Is that
Yeah,
what
he
it
put it
was?
around
on
his cow.
And it took off with
It hasn't gone missing. He put it on the cow and he posted it. Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. Now this is probably one of the best goals you'll see in a final.
Goal this was. Oh,
Their day right from
oh,
the
golly.
But a 35
And how
point
fitting.
quarter-time lead.
How fitting was it?
Knocked down to Selwood,
With his
wouldn't
tap.
it be great? Got it working the right way. The skipper,
Fantastic
the
goal.
hero, the superstar. What a moment.
And the emotion, the raw emotion of it all.
they
wasn't
all
it?
come
Selwood
through.
has
Absolutely.
nailed a goal. The emotions bubble over here at the MCG.
Did you get the feeling like it was, this must be Joel Selwood's last game?
Probably.
I got that feeling, but
Probably,
there's been no announcements.
I think so.
I'll say, I don't think he's not a selfish player.
No.
It's not all about him.
No.
It's team first, and
That's
then
right.
I'll come.
That's right.
So I just got this, and this is what I meant.
Unlike Buddy Franklin, who
Yeah,
announced
comes
that
in
he,
the week.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I'm signing off.
I'm signing off for another year.
We don't care, mate.
I'm telling you,
Or
these
after.
little things make a difference, you know, like signing, you know, not being selfish,
Correct.
leadership, all makes a difference. So then we do a bit of this.
Cats fans, stand up to your full height.
Like the
Celebrate
emotion
this
was
champion
really
team.
quite surprising.
One of the most highly
Probably
emotive
one of my
finishes.
favourite cats, that young fella, Brad Close.
Yeah.
One of my favourite players.
Great player.
Really, really like him a lot.
Look at Hawkins, man. He's won 3, and he's still crying like a baby, you know.
Family man, mate.
Yeah, but him and Sel would have been through a lot of
Yeah,
years together.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
I guess you don't know when your next one's going to come. Do you?
Yeah.
well, you probably
You never
don't.
know.
What,
You never
what,
know.
what a player.
No.
Fucking
You,
300.
you can say whatever people can
Which
say.
one? Which one?
Well, he's the best.
Hawkins?
He's the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
cats
Selwood.
ever.
Tomahawk.
Best.
Well,
yeah,
Hawkins
Selwood.
could be the
He'd be
best
up there.
forward.
He probably would have kicked just as many goals as Sticks now. I reckon.
He's on 730.
Hawkins. Yeah.
Sticks has kicked 738.
No, I think
from
Hawkins
memory.
has kicked 700.
730.
Yeah.
738 Kernahan.
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
there you
you're
go.
right.
But, I mean, very similar players in terms of, you know, how good they
So
were.
that's it. So look, it was as I said, very similar to what we saw in '95, but that was a pretty demolition.
What
of
did
a
we win
game.
by 95? 60...
61.
61, but we were up by like 90 at one stage.
What, you know what happened in the last quarter?
What?
We kicked the first 5 goals, they kicked the last 5.
Okay, yeah.
I think we might have outscored them by a couple of points.
Okay.
We were partying.
Yeah.
Geelong outscored Sydney in every single quarter.
Yeah.
And the similarities quarter by quarter
No,
were
no,
very,
so
very
So,
uncanny.
this is an interesting thing, not to harp on about it, but the last handful of teams that have been walloped in grand finals have not done particularly well the year
Saying
after.
that before you got here.
So, what do you reckon
Sydney.
will happen with
You don't
Sydney?
know. You don't know. But the last few, like, it doesn't mean because it's happened, it's going to happen again. But you don't know. But things like that can affect
You know,
you
it's funny
savagely.
to think that they've gone and done that, and we toyed with them
Yeah.
But
at
their
Marvel, you know.
backline isn't as good as people make it out to be.
No, it's not. It's not. No, the backline's
It
there.
definitely
Struggle.
goes
It's a big work on it, and
I think
if you get in there and you get in there a lot, it's game over.
Yeah.
Mate, fucking Kerno tore him apart.
Yeah.
In
He
fairness
won.
to
One person, he had 10 shots on goal,
That's right.
and he tore him apart. What did he kick? 6-4, 6-3?
Yeah,
something
6-2,
like
I
that?
think, something like
tore
that.
him
You're
apart.
right, but in fairness, I mean, the ball's just coming down
in,
yeah,
exactly.
relentlessly
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
game. I mean, they hardly have...
That's this game. But during
Can
the
you
year,
remember a passage of play where Sydney
They haven't got the
used
best-
the
Yeah,
ball
but-
from
yeah,
go to woe?
No, but even against Collingwood, mate, they were holding on for God dear life.
Yeah.
That was a sign,
And
wasn't it?
I know there isn't another 30 seconds, but if there were another 30 to a minute, they lost that game.
That was their
Easily.
grand final, wasn't it?
Yeah, they blew it. That was it.
It's funny, they started the way they ended that game.
Yeah.
True. It's often the case.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
the other thing I think was, and he knows it, they made a huge mistake. Was it Sam?
Sam Reid.
Sam
And he
Yeah.
put it, hey, what did he do straight away?
No, he did it.
What did John Longmire do straight
Took
away?
responsibility.
He owned up to it.
I know, but what didn't we do for the last 4 rounds?
Yeah, we
Put our
don't
hand
own
up.
it.
I got it wrong.
We don't own it.
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I failed. And it's ironic that he does that, and he's arguably one of the best coaches we've had in the last decade.
But only once
in
you
the
own
AFL.
it like that can you move
Correct.
on and improve from it.
Correct.
We don't seem to be prepared to do that.
No,
100%.
because it's too hard.
Well,
It's
that's
the hard thing to
we
do.
should just bring Mars and Malocchio forward because we can just. talk
I
about
think
it.
There you
Sydney
go.
have got some
We'll talk-
issues.
We'll talk about it now. We'll actually talk.
Doesn't mean they won't
Yeah.
make the finals. They'll probably make the finals again. But
Mars's Malocchio.
It's
Mars's Malocchio.
29. Can you see 29?
Mars's.
Wala yung kaluluwa mo sa katawan mo. Hindi na nila ako pwedeng maliitin ulit. Ang brutal na pagpas lang yan ang aking hina.
Yeah, I'm dead.
So
Yes.
Mars and Malocchio. So we'll just bring it forward.
100%.
Malocchio.
The comparison from Geelong to Sydney, where Geelong, they say Max Holmes isn't playing, professionalism, and then you go to Sydney and I don't know, Sam
took a
Reid
gamble.
Mulling
puts his
around it, blah, blah,
But
blah.
you knew he was fucked. He couldn't
Very
even, like-
dangerous. Playing half-fit plays in a final.
I mean, everyone's got
Very
niggles.
dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everyone's got a niggle
Yeah.
or two. But like, he was hampered. He was clearly hampered.
Couldn't kick.
What
Couldn't
was it,
jump.
the
Couldn't
adapter?
move. Yeah.
Yeah, he did it again
Mate.
straight away.
Isn't that
Now,
like
whose fault
following
is that?
injury?
groin injuries are
Whose
very...
fault's that?
Well, the coach put up his hand and said, "It's my. We made a
All right, so he
mistake."
put it up, and it is his fault. I don't
It's
care what anyone
both.
says.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
both
Well-
too. I know the players desperately
Mate,
wants to play,
look,
and you don't know when you're going to get there.
Not
again.
everyone's going to do the
As,
right
as
thing.
much as it might be an unforgivable thing, at least they've put their hand up and said we fucked up.
Oh, bad, because it just put them on the back foot. Franklin didn't do anything. Reed wasn't there. That's it. They're done, man.
Because-
Pavley was playing up the ground.
But Franklin can't take a mark down the line.
And
if
he,
you
can't,
got
he just can't mark.
He can't. He can't mark
He just
above
can't
his
mark
head.
above his head.
How was
So-
the Bronx cheers he got there in the last quarter?
yeah.
So
he
if
copped
you,
it.
I'm not saying the game changes, probably doesn't, but if you got Logan McDonald and you got those hurried kicks out of your back line, maybe he takes a mark
Correct.
to alleviate
Exactly.
pressure.
I agree.
So you never know, but just shit
And
like that,
McLean didn't
it
do
could
that much.
it shits you.
I would have rather had 100% fit. Like who was
Logan McDonald.
Yeah, I would have had 100%
He
Logan
played
McDonald.
every game all year.
Why couldn't they play McDonald and
Reed
together?
Well, they dropped in for McLean.
Not Reed. McLean together.
McLean.
I don't know. And McLean was
thought-
anonymous. I know the ball didn't go up there, but
they
like
thought-
even work up the ground.
They thought Reed could do a
Try,
job.
do something.
He was garbage.
That
He's
Geelong
got-
back line's incredible.
Yeah.
though.
I don't
Look,
know.
I think
It is
I
what
think
it is.
really other than Parker in the midfield,
Warner.
Sydney,
Warner was unreal.
and Warner was great.
Yeah.
He's going to be a very good
But
player.
really,
Yeah.
the Geelong midfield just smashed
Dominated.
them. Dominated.
Do you think there's enough from when we played them? Do you think there's enough there to suggest that we can maybe bridge the gap
Between
Geelong.
us and them from
Geelong.
our game? Maybe. Yeah, when you look at the game
Yeah.
that we played against them,
Yeah.
I thought we were very safe when we played them. You know.
It's hard
It
to
depends
say.
which Carlton comes out.
Yeah, correct. I think we can get him next year.
I think so.
Potentially.
You know what I think is
I think
interesting?
We'll see.
Your question
We'll see.
was, what do you think is going to happen to the team that lost by a long way?
Yeah.
What I think is just as interesting a question is,
What happens
will
to
Geelong go in the same direction
Wow,
as
yeah.
other teams like Carlton of 95? See, in 96, first half of 96, we were just as good. And then
dropped
we
away.
started dropping away, and then we went out and
But
straight
I think
sets.
they got.
Does the fire in the belly wane?
They got a good young core under there.
They
too.
do, but they're not.
But does the fire in the belly wane now for the Selwoods and the
Yeah.
Hawkinses and the
Maybe some are going
and
to
these types of guys?
But I don't think they'll all go out at once.
No.
They'll probably one
No,
or
not
two
all.
a year,
Yeah.
and it'll kind of go the other way.
Yeah.
Sub team will come back bigger and better next season. It always happens.
That's right. You
Richmond?
just don't know.
Don't know.
You just don't know who it's going to be. You know.
We
so
see.
You don't know. Like you said,
Could be
if
us. Who knows?
Come
Probably not,
95, first half, 96, they look like they were ready for.
They were
beat
just
us.
as good.
Yeah.
Just as good.
And
Well,
they-
look at Melbourne this year, 10
and
and
Melbourne the same.
But you don't
Melbourne
want
the
to start
same.
off.
House on fire, and then
You
you
don't
got
want to do
nothing
a
left.
Bo Rogue and get knocked
Yeah,
off
yeah,
by
yeah. Dandy Andy.
Dandy Andy.
Goodness gracious me, it's Dandy Andy. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Well, that's it.
My point is that Carlton, within 2 years, dropped out of the finals.
Well, see, there you go. And that could very well happen.
97,
It
we
could
dropped
very
out.
well happen.
Yeah, that's it.
One,
All right.
one other thing about that grand final.
Oh, is that in banana of the week?
Oh, well, I was going to mention him
Oh,
in
go
another week, but just do that anyway.
No, you do it.
No, yeah. We got other things to do first, but just open it up. We're going to celebrate.
I thought,
here we go. Yeah.
see, in the spirit of Robbie Williams,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I thought, boys, today,
You
I would
in the
bring
pink.
a bottle of Bella.
Pink
pink
champagne.
stuff.
This is the pink sparkling wine. It's not champagne.
Blowing it.
Oh, look at that.
What does it say here? Sweet, pink, and,
And
luscious.
luscious.
What the fuck that is?
Just like Robbie.
So,
Now, just be
that's a
careful with
sticker,
this
man.
cork because the last time we had one of
See, they
these,
both got it.
Terry opened it
do you wanna
up
open that up for me?
and it popped and went everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
you're
this, so
real
just
careful with
aim
this.
it up.
Always.
Make sure it, maybe not towards the camera, but
Aim it that way. Yeah.
maybe just aim it up.
How about putting your hand in front of it?
No, I will. But all he did was he just released it.
That's
and
all,
Just
and it just went boom.
Is
He
that
didn't
right?
give it a chance, yeah.
Wow. Anyway, I think last time I bought the
Chinzano.
no, that was the first time. That was last year.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? The Italian one?
What, Riccadonna?
Riccadonna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, it wasn't that. It was a bottle of Prosecco.
Oh, bottle of Prosecco, yeah. That's
Oh, look at it. That's going to go.
Is it?
Yeah, I can just see it trying to move.
Really?
Hello there.
It's been sitting there for
Nah,
a
that's
while.
all
I've been
right,
waiting
there
for
you
you to. I didn't want it to go warm.
Pop it up, Chich. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
I'll
Here's
bring
the
that.
Carlton in 2023.
Jeez, it's a tight one, this one. Hey!
That's what she said.
Now I wonder what sort of colour this will come out to be.
Una pisciata.
It's a pink hue.
Robbie Williams, he's the only one that could have pulled off that bloody.
Oh,
Pink,
mate.
the pink, the pink
I love
suit.
him, man. I absolutely love
How
him.
good was he?
Love him.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
You
the
know
best
what's even
entertainment
better?
we've had.
Is it Carlton there?
He is. He is.
He was seen
He
with
is.
you know,
Michael Voss.
Carlton does this
Michael
well,
Voss,
don't they?
yeah.
Carlton does this well.
Sickening.
But apparently he mentioned Carlton in one of his
No, he
concerts.
did.
when
Like
he
in
was
the
out
last
there.
one,
Yes,
he mentioned
yes,
it with
the
the North
scores,
Melbourne.
the scores,
He mentioned
yeah.
the
It's
That's all
scores.
he knows.
Look, I think.
That's all he
Look,
knows.
I don't know if he's a Carlton man, but I think he.
There's a photo of him in a Carlton jersey from years and years and years ago.
A concert.
Yeah, from years ago.
That's what I mean. Someone from thanks, mate. But someone from Carlton's very quick to jump on these opportunities, I think.
Salute.
Anyway,
To 2023.
To 2023.
there you go, boys.
Robbie.
Yeah, it's a good help.
Did I cling you?
He clinged me.
Oh. All right. Or did you do?
I'll just nick the whole bottle.
Well, that's nice.
That's very sweet.
It's a bit sweet,
Very
I like
sweet.
but it's nice.
Or did you do?
Wish it was colder.
What that Geelong player did and didn't shake the little kid's hand? Who was
Oh,
that?
Tom
Tom
Stewart.
Stewart.
He actually went out and
But
actually
he
said,
addressed her.
But
Yeah.
you know what? When I seen it, I don't think it's a big deal. You know.
Nah.
That, but as soon as I said it, I turned around and I
They're
go,
gonna cop it.
"This is gonna go out tomorrow about I didn't shake the kid's hand." You know.
Yeah, but
you
not
know
only
what?
that,
The
I
kid
think
now.
he went to put
He
up his hand and accidentally knocked the hat off.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
he didn't shake the hand and
Yeah.
that.
No.
But I reckon it's the best thing that's gonna happen to this kid.
Correct.
She's gonna
You
pick
get-
up. Was it a
Correct.
she?
They're gonna get.
Yeah,
it.
the little
They're gonna
girl.
They'll probably get one of his
Jumpers.
Oh, yeah.
Not his
Who's that?
actual one, but he'll get
Oh,
another one.
Selwood gave the boots.
Yeah, another pair.
that
of
kid's
his.
had his superannuation paid for at 8.
Mate, grand
What do they-
final
what do they
captain
be worth?
boots.
They were his second boots.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, yeah. But still, the other
Yeah.
one is great.
You know which one I thought was the best of
I
all?
would make him just put them on for a sec.
There were two things that Joel
Wow,
Selwood
King
did
Graham.
that just show what the character of the man. One was when he took out Gary Ablett's son
Levi.
right at the start,
Oh, beautiful. And then after.
and then afterwards to go up
Yes.
to that kid that apparently is a regular there at Geelong.
I forgot his
trying to
name.
remember
Sam.
his
Sam.
Was it Sam?
Morfoot or Hallfoot. Yeah, Sam Morfoot.
Down
got Down
syndrome,
syndrome,
syndrome
yeah.
kid. How good
You
was
see
that?
him had his little can of frothy
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
thing, and then Hamish had to take
He's
it down.
always down there, though. He always there. He's
And
always
they
there.
pulled him up from
But you know
behind
what?
the fence and
You
took
know
him
what
onto
you
the ground.
missed too? That after the game too, he got all the Oz kick players together and he took a photo with them all. Joel Selwood.
He's unbelievable.
That is one of the reasons why that culture at Geelong
Champion.
is just superb.
And it's what I mean.
No
all
wonder
those
they
little
all get
things
behind the
count,
team
man.
over there.
Champion club.
Fantastic.
The other thing I'll quickly mention is, mate, like the coverage after the game is getting longer and
Yeah,
longer.
it is,
Well, it has to.
It went off like
Good.
longer than the game.
It should. I think it should.
I don't know. It took it away. Like with Carlton, I remember they celebrated.
No,
they
but
went on the ground and
I
then they
reckon
just
it's
went and
good. I
partied.
like it. I want to see stuff.
You want to see more?
Yeah.
I like it. I want to be more in there. You want to see the little things that go
Yeah,
on.
mate.
I don't care.
Yeah, that was
Some
good.
people care. Some people.
was
I
good.
like it. I like
What'd
it.
you make of Tom DeConning holding the cup up? Was it-
Nah, disgusting.
Well, I'm sitting
I-
there.
like that family, they're all like
Nah,
Tom,
go
but I don't
away.
just-
It's not
No,
yours,
you know
mate.
what? When I was first seen him, I'm a bit pissed, you know. I'm going, what are you doing there? Go and get some training done, you bloody hack, you know.
That's
Why
right.
are you holding the
It's
cup
all
for?
It's alright. I'll be at Geelong next year anyway.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But you know what he didn't
You
do?
reckon?
If he grabbed the cup and did that, I would have cracked it.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, don't grab the cup. Like, acknowledge your brother, of course. Just, I don't know, it's a little thing. Don't grab the cup. You should not touch that cup, ever. Ever.
I don't have an issue with him being there to support his
No,
brother,
of course,
but you're right. To hold the cup up and hold
If
it up
he had
like
done that, I would
that
have.
would've
Did he
been-
do that?
That would have
Nah.
been a bridge.
If he
too
had
far.
done that, I would have cracked it. I would have cracked it. Don't do that. But because he actually, they kind of gave to him and he kind of gave it back. So I kind of give him a bit of respect for that, you know?
You'll be at Geelong. It's all good.
They actually need a rock one, but anyway.
Imagine that on the two to go.
I want to see
How many good players have we got from Geelong in recent years? Darcy Lang,
beautiful Billy Smets.
Billy Smets,
We just gave one
and
to
our
him.
most recent one, Lockie
Lucky
Fogarty.
Fogarty. But we
What's
gave
going on
him,
with
we
him?
gave him a
Well,
good
what's the
one.
last?
Zach Toohey.
Yeah, we gave him
we
Zach
got that
Toohey
too.
and we gave him
What's the
Lockie Henderson.
What's the best one we've ever got from him?
From Geelong?
Fuck, none.
Greg Williams?
No, well that
Oh,
was,
well,
but
yeah,
we got
yeah.
him. We got him from
All right.
Sydney.
No, there's someone else.
Can't
We
touch
got
it
him from
like that.
Sydney.
That's
Hickmott.
Adrian Hickmott would be probably the best one.
Michael Manson.
in the last.
Oh my god.
Please.
Fuck.
You're gonna say Stephen O'Reilly as well next.
Stephen O'Reilly. come
Although
on.
we got him via Fremantle, I think.
Yeah.
But
No, I
Anyway.
don't think we've ever.
No, I'm telling you, Hickmott.
But I'm glad, I'm glad who wasn't there. We were saying it before.
Oh,
Henderson.
I'm glad he did
Oh,
win
lucky
it.
Henderson. Yeah.
Stuff.
Why do Carlton people hate him so
Because
much?
the difference was, this is my theory, right?
I mean, the cheer squad, they give it
No,
to him.
because this is my
They
theory.
used to give it to him
When Tui
senseless.
he left, there was no like...
Animosity.
Yeah, he just left.
But you know
They
what?
gave him a better
It was
contract.
how he played out his last season.
Yeah,
He played like he
disgusting.
didn't care.
But Henderson said, I'm leaving to be
Yeah.
at a successful
He
club.
was honest.
And then they dropped him. He didn't even play at the end.
That's right.
Right? Because
Yeah.
he said it. And so he walked off like with 2 games to go.
So
That's never gone. And I always used to say, maybe the reason we're not playing well is because you're shit. That's the reason. If you used all of you, if you played better, we wouldn't have been in this position. This is the reason. So his mind would have already been fucked before that, you know. So that's why.
But unlike most players, he was honest about it. Most other players, look, I haven't made a decision. We'll wait till the end of the season. I'll hold off contract talks until the season's end.
Did we get Menzel from them, or did he get?
Yeah, no.
No, we drafted him.
No, we drafted him. That's right.
Yeah, we drafted Menzel, and then we gave him to Adelaide.
No, West Coast.
Adelaide.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Troy Menzel.
Troy, yeah. Great shit.
No, we haven't got too many from Geelong. They don't let too many good players
They're
go.
smart, mate.
They don't let too many good players go.
All right. You know what I reckon?
What do you reckon, Rocco?
I think that they were going down to the pharmacy to pick up some substances.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Who, Geelong?
Legal.
Yeah, well, listen, I don't want to... I'm just saying, this is what I think, because they sent this bloke down there.
Oh, right.
And he used to work for Geelong.
Have you got some steroids?
Yeah, mate, you put an ad in the paper today for the pharmacy assistant.
Yes.
Mate, I've thought about this, all right?
Yeah.
And I am prepared to take this job.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah,
What
mate.
experience have you had?
Well, mate, a lot of experience giving out the pills to people and that.
Where? In
All
a
right?
pharmacy?
Yeah, mate, well, kind of, all right?
No, I said
no,
where? In
well, kind of at my uncle's place, all right?
What, at
Well,
a
we
pharmacy?
Yeah, sort of, mate, all right? What we do, all right? May somebody come in with diabetes, I give them steroids. Somebody come in with measles, I give them steroids. They come in with arthritis, steroids. But you know what I give them if they got the flu?
No.
A head kick, mate. Right? Mate, it's the only way to beat it out of them, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, the whinging, skippy puffs, all right? Okay, mate? So what I do, I come in there, I start working, all right?
That's very kind of you, but I don't think you've had the experience we want.
Mate, all right, you want qualifications?
Yeah.
All right? Listen, my Uncle Jim can forge a degree for me by tomorrow. All right? Mate, I go to the computer, mate, the photocopier easy, mate.
Well,
Mate,
thank
it's
you
simple,
very
right?
much.
No, mate, listen to me, right? Mate, you paying a lot of money to your suppliers at the moment?
Well, that's no one's business, but I'm mine. I'm running a legitimate pharmacy and have run them all around Australia.
My uncle does as well, mate.
Well, thank you very much, but you're not the person we need, and thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm telling you, man, there's something shifty about there.
Nah, it's all legal.
No, it's legal. I'm just saying. They're steroids.
That's
They're
why
steroids.
Selwood could
Did
play
Stephen,
until
did
36.
Stephen Dank originally go to Geelong before he came to Essendon?
Did he? Oh, he did.
Under Bomber Thompson.
Ah, there he was. Ah, there.
We love Bomber.
The conspiracies
Don't
there.
forget
We
that.
love Bomber. All of you. All right, let's do this
I've got
one.
a story for you about Bomber, but I won't put it on here.
Rocco's Rant! Yeah.
I was a bit late there.
We're a bit late there. We've got a rant. So this week I thought, you know what?
It's not spontaneous. You've actually...
No, I just put something together. Listen, this week we are going to be nice. It's the last show.
We're going to be nice.
Yeah.
We're always nice.
No,
Well,
so
maybe not.
Come on, Rocco, I don't believe you. You've got to be ranting about something.
no.
Nothing.
No, it's the last show, so I just wanted to say a few things. First of all of you, thanks everybody. Of course, Blue Abroad Terry.
Yes.
The reason we're here is he gives us that platform.
Yes.
And we can do all this and have a bit of fun. Of course, Mars, Vince,
Big Vin
Big
James.
Vin James, and SEN's very own Paul Sebastiani, of course.
Oh, so the overnight crowd.
Have you heard when they announce his name on this? Paul Sebastiani.
That's I love it. And now you're actually on the website. They go,
That's right.
overnight, is it overnight? Overnight with Paul Sebastiani. Yeah?
The show is called The Overnight Crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
the
should
Overnight
just
Crowd.
get him to announce his own promo
Yeah.
so his name is right.
Yeah.
I cringe when I hear it.
Leave them.
Fucking Australiani.
Leave
They
them.
can't even get that one name
Leave
right.
them.
Nah, they're shit ass with names, man.
That's all right.
They're the worst, man.
It's a bit of a, I've had the proud mother-father moment when they saw the, oh look, it's...
yeah, you would be, of course, man. And they hear, like, not only, they're not just hearing you on
Well done, mate.
a two Bob bloody YouTube show. Now you're on SEN.
I don't know about two Bob.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Hey, when I told them about the numbers that this show does, they were like, oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. You make sure you just keep bloody popping. I know you can't do it all. Every once
Mate,
in a while,
I'm
you
telling
chuck it
you,
in.
the Carlton fans are taking over.
They are, man. What did Damo say when, I think the first or second night, everyone's ringing up and they're all going,
He goes, oh, you've got quite a following. Well, I mean, you know.
That's it.
I don't, like, because
He almost must have felt like he was being squeezed out of
yeah,
the
yeah, well, I don't know, because, like, when you're on air, like, on that, you don't, it's not about you, you know what I mean? Like, it's your own show, like, it's, but, you know, I
about
appreciate
everyone
that,
else,
you know,
of course,
exactly.
of course.
And when, like, mates and stuff or people call through, I try to...
Yeah, I know.
You
I
know.
try to, like...
I heard this
No,
one.
it's good.
I heard this one caller ring up on your first night, spruiking your abilities
Yeah,
with race calling
yeah,
and football
might
calling
go
and
by
that.
the name of Vince.
Yeah, well, the few times I rang you up, I've tried to, like, rev you up a bit. I've tried to say something to see if he bites, but he's very, very professional, man. So,
I'll get him to buy.
anyway,
He's very good.
This is about me now.
Yeah, so I was going to say, this is your round, mate. It's not about
All
me.
I'm going to say is, all of you, thanks everyone. And also, I wanted to do a big thanks to all the players
All the players.
that have come on.
Yes.
It's been amazing.
Yes.
Now, first of all, thanks to Vince.
Thank you. He's the
That's
man
my
that
pleasure.
sorts it all out.
Yes.
We couldn't
If it
do
wasn't
it.
for
The
him-
perfect example was when we did David Parkins. He said, if you didn't know this bloke, you
wouldn't-
wouldn't come in through the door. You wouldn't have a look into the door.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, who would want to fuck it? Like, imagine a dead shit like
No,
you
no.
just rocking up. Who the
That's
fuck?
right. In the house.
Wait, can you do like
While
an
he's
interview
eating,
for
he
me,
was
please?
eating, remember? He's eating
He was eating.
Can you do an interview for me, please?
With no access, that's
You
it.
know, just,
Can you imagine that?
and if you
Well,
don't do
my
the
name's
interview,
Rock.
what are you going to get? A kick to the head.
What's your name? Rocco Safredi. As Ange likes to call you.
So Freddie, all right. So now everyone's looking up Rocco Safredi
Careful,
there,
you might
mate.
get some explicit
Yeah,
search results.
yeah,
there.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
The players
But
and coaches have been
What
fantastic.
we'll do is I just want to quickly, like, we're going to go through them, right? Just quickly, and list what we have done. I'm going to go there. Right, we start with David Rees-Jones, Dominator,
Yeah.
Hunter,
Look at all these names.
Armfield,
Yeah.
Spiro, Gugamilis. Then we had Rash on the show, and we had Heath Scotland, Jared Waite, our biggest interview yet.
That was big. That was
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
Alvin,
Yeah.
Tommy.
Glasgow, and then we had Fab, and then we had Hula Hoops,
Yep.
Wiggins,
Yep.
Peter Dean.
He's lean. He's mean. His name is Peter Dean.
Look at this week. We had Gab Rossi on the show, and then we had Sellers, Mark McClure, and we had City Jackson.
Who the fuck gets him?
No one.
No one gets Sid Jackson.
No one. Next
No
one we
one
have
gets Sid
Harms, three-time
And your
jumper
piggy.
punch champion.
Yeah.
Right? Bucky comes on, star. We get Shane Robinson, Ange Christo has become a fan favourite for us, yeah? John Nichols
Who gets John Nichols?
at his house. Jamison, and then Maloney comes on. We had Peter,
Brown.
Brown.
Who?
Who? These guys are fucked. Robert Walls. Cooter. Vince has come on a couple of times because we had the big Ringens. But then we had Dorotage and Dennis Richard.
Richard
Yeah,
Dennis.
I keep it
Not
up.
Dennis Richard.
Yeah, Richard Dennis.
Richard
I
Dennis.
just got two first names for a name. That's
I
why.
hate the two first names. But then that week also we had Carazzo,
Yep.
Francina.
Frankina.
Oh yes, Frankina. Tommy
was
jumps on.
Yes.
Then we have David Allard, Peter Francis, Ricky Nixon after he done the
Bang.
the bang, eh? Then we have David Parkin. Then we have David Mackay. Ken Hunter again talking about his fifth quarter.
Yeah.
No one has done that yet so far. And we finish off with Jeff Southby.
Southby.
That's a pretty good effort.
And we had Terry on the 50th.
Oh,
show.
and Terry, sorry, of course.
Tez.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Not a
And
bad
we
line.
may have we've got one
resume.
more.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Is that a maybe? Has that been confirmed?
So we've been putting in.
You're getting.
We'll get
This,
it.
actually, this will be the biggest one of the lot. So this one might
Stay
be a
tuned
special.
between now and the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably do this as
Whenever.
A special.
Separate things.
separate,
And it fits in
special.
perfectly
It'll be a
for
special.
Carlton, where we're at, where we're going.
2023.
It'll be a jumper punch special.
Oh, it's be huge. So we got that one there. So yeah, so thanks to everyone giving us the time. Just being so candid and
Yeah, they have
talking to us. You know what I
And
mean?
hours. There's hours of fucking
Hours.
stories. There.
Wasn't it amazing how once we got into an interview, how readily they were prepared to just open up about everything.
It's the best. And even I think it was just Selfie this week said, he goes, I love it how it's just casual. You know what I mean? We're just sitting here.
Yeah, mate. That's what it's about.
Cup of coffee.
Oh, bloody oath, mate.
Yeah, and
It's
they
something
open
that
up.
they've never experienced, I guess.
No. So
No.
it's been
More than
But see,
mic'd
that's
up,
what I want to do
professional.
with, and this is what I want to do with the radio show.
Yep.
As much as it's, mate, just want to have a chat.
That's 100%.
casual.
It's just, mate,
You
that's
know
what
the
it's
other
about,
thing?
mate.
We're not
100%.
journalists.
Well, but see, that's the beauty
We're
of
Carlton
it.
supporters.
That's the thing, mate. That's the thing. It's natural.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
you
a
know-
natural. It's
you
not
know little stuff
sanitized.
that other people, like
you know.
journalists, wouldn't know. Unless you're a Carlton journalist. But
Look, what helps is that there is an element of trust from the minute
Yeah,
we
of course,
start.
of course, of course.
And I think
of
that's
course.
important because
Yeah.
if there wasn't that, there'd be a lot more. There'd be a lot more guarded about what they do.
You need to have a
what they
rep.
say.
You need to
But
have
by the way, if
someone-
anyone has heard those names and hasn't seen those interviews,
Get on there.
Get on the
The
Jumper
Jumper
Punch
Punch
Now
channel.
that now that
They're all
it's the
still
off
there.
season,
Yeah.
get on there and watch all of them.
got over 700
subscribe.
subscribers.
Yeah, that's
now
it.
We're hopefully going to
So
get
they're
up
good.
to
They're
1,000.
good. They're a good inside. And as
Don't
I
forget
said,
to like them and share them.
100%. And so it's been a great year. It's been a big year. Tiring. We are tired.
You look tired today.
No, well,
I can honestly say he looks
he's-
really
I'm
like
not-
he's hit the end of the.
I'm not feeling well today.
At the end of the-
But
at the end
still,
of the world.
unlike Sydney, I
You fronted up and you still put your best foot forward.
still kick goals. We're still kicking goals. Yeah, so that's it. So there it is. All right.
So that was the rant.
That was a rant. A good way to finish off the year.
Yep.
All right. I reckon there's going to be a bit of a rant here. Let's have a look at this one.
All right, here we go.
Bananas in pajamas. I come
Down the stairs.
proudly sponsored by
Marino Bros.
Spend over
Bing,
$60
bang,
free shipping.
boom, bing.
And if you order before 12 a.m., you get next day delivery.
Yeah, no, they've been fantastic, man. Seriously.
Is Big Con still working there?
Yep. And he's got a special surprise for us later.
Uh-huh.
Special surprise.
Very good.
So that's it. All right, I'll just go. Did we already do it? Halftime entertainment?
No.
No, we
We're
didn't.
gonna get into
All we mentioned was that Robbie. Oh no, half time we didn't know.
There's heaps of bananas.
Pre-match
right? I
entertainment.
was going to
There's heaps
say
of
the
bananas.
halftime entertainment because after what they started off, which I was probably one of the best entertainment
Oh, mate,
for
brilliant.
years
Brilliant.
since bloody Angry
Good.
Anderson.
Bring that across. We'll top them up.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Mr. Robbie Williams.
and then they get that, and I just didn't get it. It wasn't entertaining.
You could.
What's it? I don't understand what it was. It would have been better to get people out of the crowd. Just the longest kick would have been more entertainment than that, you know.
I'm good. I'm all right. I'm okay.
So
I didn't rate it. I reckon halftime was dog shit, but the entertainment beforehand,
Yeah.
tip top.
no, the first. So that's definitely the other one. I haven't got it down because you're doing that one. Or we already done that one.
No, we've done it, but yeah,
You can do something else. I just want to give one to Gil McLaughlin. Because last week when
I was going to say that.
Cripps won the
you wanna
Brownlow.
do
No, go.
No, just do it. Is that the one you're going to
I've
do
got
now?
a couple more.
Oh, all right.
Take it.
When Cribs won the Brownlow, he
Yeah.
had to open up his mouth.
Cocksmack. He's a
I,
cocksmack.
don't, I think it was. I think it was before the Brownlow. This was.
Was it?
Yeah, the way they misconstrued the thing.
All right.
But still, even then,
He shouldn't have
that's
just
it.
leave it, man.
Regardless.
You're the king of the bloody AFL, man. Shut up. You know, like the decision was made, it was overturned. Like, just leave it now, man. How unfair was it to rain on his parade? You know, like people had to say that. Like, shut up, man. You should know better. And he did I think he kind of apologised afterwards, you know. But
Sort of.
yeah,
Not
sort
really.
of.
I wouldn't have
There was
called it an
that
apology.
That was more of him being mean.
All
me,
he said
me,
was
you know?
something like, "Oh, look, I don't want this to take away from Patrick Cripps' victory." You know.
Well, you already brought it out there. So
But
anyway.
he's already expressed his opinion about it by that stage.
And then, all right. And that's it. And then once we finish this, we've got a banana of the year.
Okay, right.
I got two to add on to that. Andrew Gaze.
Oh, I saw
You
this.
know what he said about at the Brownlow? the players drinking heavily and
Oh.
all this.
I
And
met
that.
Gazy actually.
Andrew Gaze?
Yeah.
Andrew
said
Gaze
that.
said it. Andrew Gaze. Well, Andrew Gaze, I mean,
I
you
thought there
need to
was
get
others.
out of that chair that's next to Andy Marr and just go by yourself because he's infiltrated your mind.
I reckon you go next.
Andrew Gaze, who used to be a unit, I don't know if you are anymore. A little bit Shankar there.
I reckon we swap Andy Marr and Paul.
I love it.
We do a
Yeah, I
swap
think we
with
should
it.
swap Andy Marr with Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
The interaction I had with Gazy confirms he's still a unit.
He is a
Nah,
unit, but
nah,
he's
Andrew
but
Gaze-
off air. I want on air unit.
No, but this is just his
Yeah,
comment.
correct.
We
Yeah,
need
one
him to be
comment.
But this
second
is
to
his
you
comment.
in an afternoon show.
This is his
now.
comment.
No doubt.
Like, come
No
on,
doubt.
come on.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
It's after
They
the
put
year.
it
Let him
out
have
there.
a little bit of a.
You can't even.
fun.
Did anyone do any Favola shit?
There was no Favola. What, putting on the glasses, neck in the one? Who cares? Bob Hawke did
not
it,
illegal.
and he's a fucking hero.
He's a right. Yes, that's right.
So why can't
100%.
they? And they're our heroes. So,
Yeah.
and then I got another one, the AFL, the drug tester
Yes.
on Stengel.
What an idiot.
What happened?
So
What happened?
there was
What happened?
He took
so
Stengel straight after the
straight
game.
after the game, he got locked away for 30 minutes.
Oh, come on, man.
He
Really?
did a
Couldn't
drug
enjoy
test
the-
right after the
drug
game.
test.
Come on.
Got the tap on the
really?
shoulder, and Stengel had to go do a drug test. He was trying to rush him to try and finish the drug test so he could get out to the
So
celebration.
they stole
down
his
the-
moment.
Seriously, that should be one of the nominees
That-
for Banana of the
That
Year.
person, whoever that is, they should be fired.
Yep.
Immediately.
100%.
Straight through. A line through his
100%.
name. Fired. There's a sense of
He could
occasion.
have done it later. It
There's a
wasn't
time
going
and
to
a
make a
place.
difference. It wasn't going to make
There's
a
a
difference.
time and a place,
Of
sense
course,
of
man.
occasion.
Of course.
You can't
Oh, you
take
know
that
that.
moment away from a player.
What a hero.
100%.
What a fuckwit.
That's
Yep.
it.
That's what he is. A
Yep.
fuckwit. A genuine
When
fuckwit.
I heard that, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I didn't
If
know
I was
that.
Stengel, man, I would have decked him and just legged it. But anyway, never mind.
Pissed on him.
Decked him
Fuck
and legged
him,
it.
you can't do that. I
Test
actually
this.
wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I would have taken the fine. I don't care. Steal my moment. It might be the only premiership he ever
that's
plays
right. No,
in.
and they always say, players, when you speak to them, what's the best moment to win a grand final? It's that 30 minutes after
and
the
that,
siren.
And that MF took it away
Took it
from
away
him.
from him.
Piece
That's
of
sad. That's bad.
shit.
That's a good one.
Good call.
Well, I hope Marino Bros have got a hell of a lot of bananas in stock because
God.
we're going to hand over one banana to each and every person that basically took one side of the story during the week when it came out about the Alistair Clarkson allegations
yes.
and the Chris Fagan allegations,
Yeah.
and they just ran with it like it was true.
Yeah.
Now, a banana to each and every one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there might be people even watching the show right now that did that. Well,
Trial
banana
by
to
media.
you because
Trial by media.
look,
That's
I'm
up
not by any
defending
means
them or
defending
doing-
or condoning
is
what
we
the
don't-
allegations
we
are.
don't
If they're
know.
true, they're true. They should be.
We don't know.
They should have the book thrown at
Should
them.
be confidential for
But
now, though.
we haven't heard what Clarkson's had to say about
right.
this or
I
what
agree.
Fagan's had to say. I mean,
I
what
agree.
what happened to natural justice and the notion that you're innocent until proven guilty?
Media, social media, and all that. They're all the same.
And the one I want to save the banana for, if I can point out one individual about that particular issue. Sorry, but Eddie Betts, you came out and said, I'll believe my brothers, I'll believe anything they tell me, and as far as I'm concerned, it's true. Well, I'm sorry, mate, but you can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't do that in society.
Yeah. Look, I understand
You might
what
believe
he's saying,
them,
but
you can't say categorically
You can't say
that it's
That's
true until
unfair.
That's like if
everyone's had their say.
If you've said something, I'm just going to come out and say, no, I believe
No, I
whatever,
believe whatever
he
he
said.
says. With
Everything that
so-
comes out of
How
your
can you
mouth.
possibly
But you might
do
have
that?
done
I
something
know,
wrong.
but I know that he's defending
I
his
agree.
brothers.
I
understand
what he's
that,
doing, but
but-
you can't do that.
No, I
I
agree.
mean, if we had, well, that's like the whole thing about any woman who cries rape, you've got to believe her.
yeah, no, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's the natural
There should be. And let's,
And people
justice
make it touchy.
that has to be served.
People make it touchy.
Of course.
By not talking about it.
of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Now, if these allegations are
It's
proven
got
to
to
be
be
true,
confidential.
by all
Throw the
means,
book at 'em.
ban them,
100%.
suspend them, do whatever you got to
It's
do.
criminal, but and this is the thing. You've
But
also
hey.
got to be careful with contempt of court if they're going
Yeah.
to go down that path
That's right.
and all
It's-
that stuff.
It's trial by media.
Ah.
Like, what the hell?
Anyway, a lot of
And
bananas.
ABC.
needed
Nah,
from
there's a
Bruno.
few,
ABC
bro. That's
can
good,
cop
that's
one
good.
too.
There you go, mate.
ABC.
The ABC, that ran with the story.
Yeah,
they can
that-
cop
well,
it
he's
too.
the first
Yeah, well,
one,
that journalist from ABC, he's a disgrace. Like most of the journalists.
And
at
in
ABC.
grand final week. Grand
Living
final
them.
week, too.
Yeah, came at an interesting time.
Nice.
There's no real right or wrong time for it to come up, is there?
Nah.
But well, we hope,
Anyway, we'll wait and see.
hopefully it's all. Yeah, hopefully they can sort that out.
I think
mate.
that was a
just
week
looks,
for Gillan McLaughlin to forget.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
the
do you
last
say?
week.
What do you say with that? Like,
Nah, listen, that's far. What is he going to say? Like, bloody.
You just got to let that play out. You let everyone involved go through the process.
You know
and
what'll be
that's it.
interesting? How much longer Gillon McLachlan extends his tenure, if at all,
to deal with
this investigation, because it's going to take at least a couple of months.
Well, look at Burgoyne.
At least a couple.
See
of
what
months.
Burgoyne said. He goes like, I
No idea.
I go, what am I supposed to do?
In fact, he said if I hadn't been made aware of it, I might have been able to help.
You know, at the stage. But that's the thing. Like, if something
he-
like that happens to you, and you feel, I can't,
Call
you know.
tap.
And he also said,
Call and tap.
I don't know anything else, so stop contacting me.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
They would have been like...
And he'd be the first to say something as well.
Yeah,
I
of
don't know.
course.
It's just such a.
Anyway,
you know, it's just
as always, there's always something that's explosive that
It's
comes
always,
out.
that's welcome to footy.
Wow.
If people go, you're going to have stuff to talk about on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have stuff to
Always
talk
some
about that way.
bullshit.
But you got to always look at both sides.
Yes.
Of course.
Regardless, yeah?
100%.
Who was right or who was wrong, you got to look at both
We
sides.
really know nothing.
No one
No,
knows.
no one knows
zero.
anything.
We don't know if it's true, if it's untrue, like it was a misquoted, was it missaid, did he really
knows?
say... Look, we know nothing. All
Could
we
have
know
been a player that had a vendetta against Clarkson.
it could have been.
Don't know.
And
He
this
wasn't
is the
getting a game, or
You don't know. Who
And
knows?
we don't know.
didn't
We
like the
We
way he
don't
looked
know.
at him. Or something.
We don't know. If you don't know all the facts and you don't know it
Can't
all,
comment.
that's what people go, what do you think? I go, I
can't
don't
comment.
know. If that's happened, it's a disgrace.
Yeah, I don't comment on it.
Of course.
You know?
I don't care.
Anyway,
Anyway.
my banana of the week is gonna go. It's gonna go to G Flip. Mate, you could see when she was doing the drugs, you could see him with Andy, mate.
Yeah. So that's that halftime entertainment, yeah.
Pull your pants up, senora.
But that's...
Mate,
Is she a senora?
Well, we don't know.
We could just about see what you had for breakfast.
Beautiful.
it's,
Yeah, they don't care.
they said to her before they cut your pantaloni.
Yeah, that's it.
They were half baked, mate.
It's...
Pull your
It's
pants
the
up.
look, man. The look.
Now, have you got a year?
I'm going to give it one to the year, yeah.
I've got a
The
feeling.
banana
I've got
of
a
the year.
feeling I know who this is.
I know who it is. Oh.
Oi!
Andy Marr!
Bravo.
Well, lucky you're a worthy winner of this banana, mate.
Do you want me to go and hand it to him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you
I'll
do
go
it?
and hand it to him. I'll take a photo. I'll
Take
try and
it
get a
with
you
photo.
say
with
to
him.
him,
Put up
this
on
is
your
from- because
Instagram.
I wrote to him.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you give
I
this
know.
photo. If you say this is from Rocco, he'll probably just go, mate, I don't really care and that, because he says, oh, I'm not going to die.
No, I'll get a photo with him.
Do it.
So,
He's
do you want to
usually a good
refresh
sport.
our
He's
memory?
got to
Of,
be a good sport.
why
From the
don't
jumper
you
punch
refresh our
towards
memory
him.
about why he gets the banana of the year?
Because
What
he
did
didn't
do?
like the wolf.
He didn't like the
Because
wolf.
he didn't like the
Didn't
wolf.
He
embrace
didn't like
it.
the wolf. He didn't embrace it. He
He
called
thinks
it,
it's
embarrassing.
but he called it embarrassing. Come on,
That's
mate.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna
When
get a pho-
everybody,
I'll get a photo
everyone,
with him. I'll get a
All
photo.
of you.
all of yous loved it.
Well, what was said about Ange Chris doing that little bite? What was it?
Oh, the
He
most.
said that he had a
I
precision
gotta re-
kick,
yeah.
this and that. Doesn't
Oh, yeah.
Saad have that?
He's got exactly though.
So.
He's got exactly.
I'm gonna.
that.
I'll take that,
Yeah,
and when I
100%.
see him, I'll get a little
We're gonna
photo.
do it. We
with
need a
him.
photo. We're gonna put it on our social media.
I'll
And
try
we'll
and
see
get it
what a
with
good sport he is. Come on.
Nah, he is. He's
good
usually not
sport.
too bad with that kind of
All
stuff.
right,
You
so
can
that's
find
it.
out.
Andy
Andrew
Marr,
Gates
the
still
banana
needs
of
to
the
leave
year. Wow.
Yeah.
Another one for SEN.
Mate,
And we had some
mate,
big ones.
Another accolade.
That is an honour to
That
get
is
that. It's an honour to get
Last
that.
year,
last
Fisher.
Fisher, yeah.
Mate, and look what happened.
Fish and cream.
Look what happened, mate.
Give a fish.
Look
Give
what
a fish.
happened.
Give a fish.
Yeah.
Well, Gibbons got the list
Michael
at Bravo.
Gibbons.
Fisher had the career best year.
Yeah, so we expect big things from Andy Marr.
Mate, he might have a show with me.
And he might start hammering the AFLW.
Hang on. A bit like Gibberfish, right? They got rid of Gibbons and Fish got better.
Yeah.
They should get rid of Andy Marr, put him in, and maybe Andrew Gaze will get better.
Yeah.
Eh?
Very
The
true,
Andy
that.
and
It's very
Paulie
Mate,
true.
what am I going to say?
I can see that.
I agree with your sentiments.
The Andy and Paulie show.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Macca's drive home.
That's it.
No more Malakias. Do you go
All
to
right.
footy? Of course I don't go every week there.
Yeah, no.
I can see it.
Well, while we're there, let's just do this one.
Oh, actually, I do have a spontaneous call.
Oh,
Good. Okay, Matt Hill, move
Yes.
over.
Yes, now I did give you
Here he
something.
is.
I did give you some gold during the week. I did give you some of my gold during the week. Tijuana goes up on the outside. San Fujita running on with Virtuous Circle. Tijuana Zara goes for the stick in the last 50. And Tijuana wins the stud stakes. Tijuana wins it from San Fujita Virtuous Circle. And Rocco's got 3 houses now.
We all backed it. It was a good night at Mooney Valley. Yeah, you did give us that goal.
Fantastic.
And also got the winner in the last.
Get the winner in the last, did you?
What's it called?
Daisies.
Yeah,
Daisies. Oh, did you back Daisies?
Mick Ken and Damien Lane.
Right over the top.
Yeah. Nah,
So you went to the
Mooney
Moya
Valley.
Stakes? Was it
He
Moya
was at the
Stakes?
Valley.
No,
Moya
the
Stakes.
Moya Stakes.
Moya Stakes night.
Yeah. Actually, my missus backed it. She liked the name.
Daisies, yeah. And you were there with, and I met your mate, what's his name? Nick Cartledge.
Cartledge, yeah. So
Yes,
he's
got a couple of nice horses.
He's got a couple of nice horses.
Amenable for Mick Price as well.
Yeah,
He's got a few others too.
Nah,
so.
he's a good man. He loves his horse racing. Loves it. Yeah. So he owns a couple. So we had a good night. We got into the members there. You were there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there. I was in the dead shit.
He was with the peasants.
They wouldn't let you in.
Back of winners all night though.
Yeah.
I backed a few winners.
It's a good night, man. I enjoyed it, man. We packed some winners, paid for our drinks.
Beautiful.
You know, sat there, watched the.
Actually, the first
Good night's entertainment.
KGB.
For the Russians.
Shout out to Dayhar again.
I like it.
We've got the Victoria Cup season coming on.
Yeah, harness racing. Harness racing is starting to heat up too, so Vince will be all around that. And yes, if you haven't heard the news, the new host of the Overnight Crowd on SEN, it's all getting underway, so tune in.
It's already underway.
It's already underway, yep. Tune in at night if you're...
so why don't you tell us the nights that you're on?
At the moment, I believe it'll be a Monday to Friday thing, but it's going to be a moving rotation thing, just depending on what's happening with trade radio and all that. But it'll be overnights from Monday to Friday as far as...
And we're talking, 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it could be either 10 to 2 or it could be 11 to 3, around that time, around that 10 to 11 time.
Change the name.
They keep it fluid.
Can we change the name?
Overnight Crowd, what do you want?
Pretty fucking...
What do we change it to?
What do you want?
Like the all-night appetite was actually sick. Like I didn't mind that name.
That was pretty good.
Think of something.
I know.
Think of something.
Okay, all right, I'll think of something.
Since you want to make it your own, think of something.
We'll see.
Don't think of it now. Let it come.
But
So
the
it all
main
comes
thing is
naturally.
I know, the Paul Sebastiani show.
Yeah, that's it. It's the Paul. That's it.
Why not?
Think it.
The Jimmy Carson show.
There'll be something.
Overnight with Paolo.
Call in.
No name. Not your own name.
1300 736
Yeah.
736.
Get on. Speak to the man. He'll
Try to get
have
you
a
through.
he'll get you through, and then
it's a good show.
It's a good show. It's
3 to
actually
4
a laugh.
hours every most night.
And they just said it's about everything, isn't
I was
it?
just going to say, it's not just AFL. It's
all
sorts of sports.
We had a fella call in from America who's going to be our American sports correspondent, Chris, from St. Louis, Missouri.
Wow.
Wow.
Get around it. Get around
That's good.
Do
So everyone get
golf
around
and
it.
stuff like that?
Everything, whatever you want. I'll do if
President's
I've
Cup
got
and
if I haven't got my eyes around it, I'll get the Google
expert.
search up and
100%.
I'll search it up and
100%.
bang.
Nah, definitely.
Away we
Everyone get
go.
around it. All right.
Sounds great.
Good stuff.
you.
All right. You should call it this.
Imagine calling.
Ma che cazzo sta facendo? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo sei?
A mezzanotte.
Fatti i cazzi.
Now on Radio SEN,
Kick Cuts!
with Paul Sebastiani.
I actually wanted to get some Colombo audio files. You
Yes.
know when they play the.
You and I both love him.
I love Colombo.
Oh,
Just
what a
play
great
like
show.
on the last bit of the interview.
Sound bites.
Just one more question.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Just
the
one
best.
more thing.
That's it. I love it. All right. All right, what do we got here? Hey, we love our fighting, huh?
Yeah.
So I saw this fighting in Russia. They go next level when they go there.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, is this the one in the phone booth? Yeah.
Они оба чемпионы, призеры, начинается месиво какое-то. Кулачная работа мощная. Молчанов Павел немножко уходит вниз. Встает нормально. Получает вниз уходит.
You either fight or you get hit.
Уже не встает. Нет, это все. Ух ты. Ой-ой. Ём.
I don't know what that meant, but that's pretty much.
Wow.
Whoa! Imagine that, man.
I reckon some of them would be going for the, you know, what's
Oh man, you just
in
throwing.
desperation.
You're just throwing fucking fists there, aren't you? That was good. Hey, listen. Sometimes on social media, you you know, like people write comments and that, and then someone just gets fed up.
Yep.
And they bring out a video, and this is the
Yep.
one.
Yeah. Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Is it recording? Listen, this is my friend Omar. who people out there think that I make fun of or bust chops. This is my son, Santo. My son, who's with me, who I love, been with me. Another man, Lupe, been with me forever. Black, white, green, yellow, tall, short. This is what I have to say to all of you out there that have nothing better to do than to bust people's chops. You understand? Fate katsito. See that? Isn't that beautiful? Am I close to a minute, John? Nope. Look how beautiful that pizza is, John, huh? You see this sausage roll right here? See that sausage roll? For all of you that have nothing to do but to do this, metish to goes in da wuka.
All of you.
All of you. Yeah, good though, man. He must have been fucking fed up there.
There's nothing like those Americans that speak in the Italian accent.
They're perfect, yeah.
Real New Jersey types, yeah?
Yeah, I love it. Hey, one of our favourite movies is
Godfather.
Godfather. Casino, what?
I don't know.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Goodfellas.
You said Godfather.
I said Goodfellas.
All right, then it is Goodfellas. So Henry Hill, remember Henry Hill?
Yep. Ray
So
Liotta.
he used to do a few. He used to get onto radio, and he didn't care about being like $1 million bounty on him. He never cared. So anyway, have a look at this. He gets onto radio, and a caller gives him a call.
Okay.
That bastard. Disgracia, yeah. I got the money, honey.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead,
You are so lucky you're still walking around.
You want to know something? Come and see me.
Come and see
I'm
you.
over here. Yeah, I'm over here. How much coyones you got? Come and
One
see
of
me.
these days, you walk around with your head up in the air.
You're fucking right.
Hey, no F word. No F word.
Remember where you are, Henry.
Henry,
you
you're
walk
on
around
there.
with your head up in the air.
Yeah, what?
They're gonna cut your prick off sticking in your mouth one of these days. Believe me.
Paulie, you are in the mob currently?
Many moons have passed. Many moons have passed since
Get
Leopard
out of
Boulevard.
here.
Many moons
You
have passed
sound
since
like a
Leopard
wise guy.
Boulevard.
You ain't got no coyones.
What posse are you with? What group? Who are you with?
He who laughs first laughs last, stool pigeon.
Yeah, I am. I'm a proud stool pigeon.
You're proud because Tommy's not around. You're proud because Jimmy's not around. You're proud because Anthony Stabiri's not around.
They're all dead.
You're
I'm
big
alive.
man. You're a big man.
I'm alive.
You're alive.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
alive,
alive.
walking around disgraced. Disgraced. Yeah, you laughed. You laughed, you drunken, stool pigeon bastard, you.
Now you can see what kind of person he was, huh? How annoying would he have been, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
In his days, yeah. But that was the real Henry Hill, mate. The real Henry Hill, yeah.
He's still alive or he's dead?
No, he's dead now, yeah.
They get him.
No, he died natural causes. He never. He got right through to the end.
That's that Rick Stein does that radio show and
It's good. It's a good show.
podcast and whatever.
Hey, Mitch Robinson celebrated this week.
Did he? Oh, yeah, I've seen this. I know what this is. One tapped it.
Oh, jeez, yeah, that looks full, Rob. That. Yeah, how are you going to get that there? Oh my God.
It's deleted. Deleted.
Unbelievable. How quick did that go down?
I'll do that.
Yeah, that's good, man.
deleted.
Those Tasmanians know how to drink.
He had 3 heads there when we drank that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I love? I love impressions, right? I sometimes love the impressions more than the actual people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this bloke impressed me.
Nah, this bloke.
Yeah, he's good.
Does the Nero on that.
It is what it fucking is. What are you gonna fucking do about it? You gotta fucking trade your things. This fucking boys thing on Amazon. Back in my fucking day, it was just us. Every fucking Sunday on HBO. It's fucking bullshit. Vito.
I agree with what Tony said. I think we had it good back in the day because there were many things that we could do.
Well, I gotta say, Tony's right. There's too much. There's too much. It's a problem. There's too much of that fucking shit.
No, this one's
What the fuck do you mean it's too much? What the fuck are you talking about? Too much what? Too much what? What the fuck are we talking about right here? What the fuck is your problem?
I don't know what we're talking about. All I know is we're doing a medley of impressions. So I'm gonna dial it back to Michael Corleone. Fredo, you broke my heart. You broke my heart, Fredo.
How good was he?
I think he's British, that
But
guy.
you know what was interesting about that?
Irish.
Not only is his
Irish.
voice right, all of the facial expressions.
Yeah. When he does it, the neuro one, and
But
like,
when you do impressions, not that I can
You
do
have to
them,
do the face.
You have to do the face.
Yeah.
Like De Niro is the whole, like he has to scrunch up the face or else you can't get it right.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So
absolutely.
he does a really good job. All right. I reckon we finish off with our favourite Greek.
Who works at Marino Bros?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Guido.
Oh, Guido. Okay.
The plumber. This is the best.
Hello.
Yeah, mate, you put the ad in the paper for the plumber?
Yeah, that's right.
Mate, I will take the job, all right?
Yeah.
Now we need to talk about the money, all right? Mate, how much you prepared to pay me?
Depends how good you are.
Mate, I'm the best, all right? I learned from my uncle. You listen to me?
Yeah.
He would always say to me, there is nothing that sticky tape cannot fix. Mate, he was the best, mate, all right? And mate, I learned all about hoses from him as well. Mate, you know siphoning petrol from cars?
Yes,
mate, he could do it all, mate. Do not laugh, mate, all right? It's my uncle we are talking about here, all right? Now listen to me, laughing boy, all right?
Yes, mate.
I come in there, start work tomorrow, but I do not do any dirty work, all right? That is what you will do. Mate, listen, all right? More time plumbing, less time laughing.
Who am I speaking to?
Mate, believe it or not, right?
Yeah.
You are speaking to Guido Hetsis. do not laugh at my name, my friend, all right? All right, mate, I'll be unblocking a drone with your head if you do that again,
Yeah,
all right? Okay?
Yep.
Now, mate, I come in, I start work as the boss, all right? Your boss.
Okay.
And I fine you $5 every time you laugh.
Okay. I'm gonna be.
I'll be broke.
What's your contact number, Guido?
Mate, I do not give it to you, all right? And
Why
mate,
not?
because, mate, you give it to the women that you know. Mate, the phone does not stop ringing, mate. Mate, the women, the skippy chicks, they want to go out with me, mate. Mate, I don't have time to do no plumbing, mate.
Mate, you got the job.
Mate, I already knew that, all right? I'm not so sure about your job, mate. Mate, what I do, I'll put you on probation, all right?
Okay, mate.
I start there tomorrow. You will come around and pick me up.
Yeah.
You will have a light lunch waiting for me.
Okay.
And then I'll supervise you, all right?
Okay.
You Skippy the laugh kangaroo, mate. That's where you are, mate, all right?
I know.
All right, you come pick me up tomorrow. I see you there, my friend. Goodbye.
How good was that? What a good sport,
That's
man.
the best one.
There's no doubt about him, is there?
Oh man, I'm telling you, he was funny, man. And those days you could you laugh at yourself. Hey, everyone didn't take themselves so seriously.
Yes, this politically correct world we live in now.
You know what? Guido at the time was the king.
He was the king.
When they were kings.
Yeah, when we were kings.
Who wants to be king?
However, it is Don Bradman's final innings at the Oval, which remains possibly his most famous.
Enter Don Bradman, who got a great ovation.
Well, as we all know, only needed 4 to average 100 in Test cricket, and nobody knew. Statistics in those days were not on the radar. The press didn't know, the players didn't know, the radio didn't know that he only needed 4 runs to average 100. And of course, when he went out, he got this great reception from the English players. They all crowded around him, took their caps off and gave him 3 raucous cheers. And the crowd joined in as well.
He was bowled second ball by a googly from Eric Hollies, the England leg spinner, and walked off with a duck to his name, left him with the most famous average in the history of Test cricket, 99.94.
Bradman left his final test to a standing ovation.
He came back in the dressing room, and the first thing he said, he sat down, took his cap off, and he said, "Fancy doing a thing like that?" And that's all he said. So it ended a tremendous career in Test cricket, averaged 99.94, and nobody will ever come near it in this game of cricket. We're all very sad for him. It's a sad way to finish, especially when you only need 4 runs to average 100. You know, but it would have been worse, I suppose, if he had known he only needed the 4 and not knowing about it. So that's how it was. And but we're also sad for him. We'd rather like him go out scoring another 100.
Mingling with royalty, the players revelled in their achievement, and Bradman resisted calls to play on.
And I think I'm probably the best judge of the many little creaks and groans that go on in my joints throughout the day, especially when we're out in the field. And I'm quite sure I shall have no regrets at all.
For many years after his retirement, Sir Don Bradman was an administrator and national selector. He always favoured attacking, positive cricketers who entertained the public.
He was a very modern thinker. He'd kept pace with the game, and he understood the nuances that we were faced with compared to what the game was like in his time. So, very interesting man.
There's only one player ever that's the greatest player, batsman of all time, is Sir Donald Bradman. He's 40 runs per innings higher than anybody else.
My great regret in life, cricketing regret, is that I didn't see him bat. I mean, I probably did see him bat because my father played for the same club team as him, Kensington. But I was obviously too young to remember it. But, you know, I wish I'd seen him bat.
Your Alan Borders, your Viv Richards, your Barry Richards, your Javid Miandads, your Greg Chappells, Sunil Gavaskar's, Tendulkar's, Lara's, all these guys average in the 50s, pretty much. I think Graham Pollock averages 60. This guy averaged twice as much as that, and whatever the era is, to score 100 every 3 innings in Test cricket is just mind-blowing in terms of skill, concentration, ability to convert. It's just phenomenal. So I don't think anyone can touch Don Bradman as a cricketer.
He was twice as good as any of his contemporaries. There's no one ever in the history of the game since then, before or since then, that's been, you know, that's been twice as good as the next guy. So I mean, you've got to say he's the best player that's ever lived.
I ended up playing with him, which I never ever thought I'd do, or ever thought I'd even met the man. But I did both of those things, and nothing gave me greater pleasure to firstly meet him, then play actually with him, and then go on a tour of England with him, and then later on become a selector with him. So I achieved all my little wishes over a period of time.
All right, there you go, mate. That was the king, man. That was the final. Of course, it was the final episode, but there you go. Mate, what's more better, to finish on 100 or 99.96, which is now famous?
Yeah. 99.94.
Oh, 94. You are correct.
Yeah.
94.
Is that a question on the Australian citizenship
I've heard
test?
that. I don't know
Is
if it's
that
true.
No, it better be.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Interesting.
I've heard it. But yeah, so when he went out there, he needed 4 runs. But the thing is that no one knew. So it wasn't he went out there going...
Yeah.
And when he walks off, he walks inside the change room.
So Don Bradman himself wouldn't have known that he needed only 4 runs.
No one knew. So there wasn't like stats these days. It was 1932, you know, whatever it was. So there was no stats or nothing.
They didn't do maths back in those days.
No, they didn't do maths. So apparently he just walked in the change room and he sat down and he goes, fancy doing that. You know, and that's it. So he got bowled second ball.
There you go.
Second ball. And he got the biggest cheer.
When he went back.
When he walked back, you know. So anyway, there was the champion.
No justice. He should have got the 4 runs, shouldn't he?
You should have.
I mean, there's not a cricketer since then that's come close to averaging that much
doubles
over the amount of tests.
Well, they say that
52 tests.
He only played 52 tests. Yeah. So the thing is, like, the next best is, I think, 60 from...
But they're always
No,
around
no.
that 50 to 60.
Sangakkara?
I think so, yeah. So 60 and the rest are all in their
But even all
50s.
the best.
55, all that.
Tendulkar, all these
None of them.
so-called
50
champions
odd,
and
yeah.
stuff.
So he would make a century
Ponting.
every third test.
Crazy.
Every third innings, sorry. He would make a
Insane.
century.
Insane.
You know what I mean?
Incredible.
And not only a century. And do you know he never went out in the 90s?
Wow.
Is that right? And yet he averaged 99.9.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it?
He,
Crazy.
he didn't choke, but he choked.
Yeah, he choked at the
Right
end.
on the last one.
Oh, well.
I was amazed when I first heard the story about how he used to practice
With the
hitting
golf
a
stick.
golf
Golf
ball,
ball
with
with
a
the little
with a
stick.
yeah with a
French
cricket
cricket.
stump.
That's what they call
With a
French
cricket
cricket.
stump.
So, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
French
yeah.
cricket used to play French cricket.
Just to get his eye in. I mean,
I
that's
used to do that.
amazing.
Yeah, the French
Right.
cricket.
So,
Yeah.
the skinny
Well,
bat
look,
you
because
can
it's like even golf, you know. I mean, you've got to hit that sweet spot. So you can practice hitting that sweet
Yeah.
spot.
I used to do
you
it
know.
with the stump that I had. I used to keep
But apparently he was, I don't know if this is true, like he not only used to hit it like with the ball, it was against
a wall.
No.
Oh, like a curved wall.
One of those water tanks.
Where it would,
Ah,
where it would,
yeah,
where it
well,
would
well.
come
So it
off.
wasn't even straight, you know.
Jesus.
It would
And that
come
was-
off at whatever angle.
Yeah. And the same is Polly Farmer. Apparently he used to run around handballing for his dad's car, which he left like the
Oh,
window
wow.
half
Jeez.
open. So that's how he used to practice, you know. So
Incredible.
there was another golfer, I don't know who it was, who used to only practice with one stick, like a famous golfer, and all he did
Jack-
was just,
Jack
you know,
Nicklaus?
change the
Jack
angle.
Nicholas?
wouldn't have been
maybe?
Jack.
No, I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, there you go. All right. Everybody, for the final time, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, subs, like, and share. So everyone get on there. There's plenty of interviews.
Yep.
Big
Get-
one coming up, well, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, big one coming up. So everyone get on there, support, and we'll maybe, I don't know, maybe we're going to do a Christmas show, but this is definitely like the last one. Yeah.
You've got to do a Christmas show. It was so successful last year.
Yeah, we'll probably will.
Highlights of the season.
No, we probably will. I'll put something together and we'll get that out.
Maybe next year for the interviews, we get some fan questions.
Yeah, so we were talking about that. So next year, like the whole interviews, we've got to discuss it. They're kind of going to be different, hopefully set out differently, whatever.
Well, everyone will probably know who we're going to get.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We'll tell you who we're going to get.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put it out there earlier on.
Yeah.
And we're going to say we want some fan questions.
And we'll pick out some.
Yep.
And, yeah.
And
Obviously can't. Oh, it isn't like if only a few, we'll put them in. But
That's it. If there's one, if you want your name out there, if you want your name to be spoken by players from
Bloody
25 to 1, think about this. Think about 25 to 1. Think about it. Think about who played
Pretty
this
good
game. No, but what I'm saying, think about the players.
Yeah.
25 to 1. We're talking
and they're
absolute
probably all
champions.
your
Guernsey
favourite-
numbers,
They're going to
yeah.
be your
Guernsey
favourite
numbers,
players
yeah.
too. They're going to be your favourite players naturally.
Shit.
Huge.
25 will be huge.
Yeah.
They're huge.
I'm telling you now, mate, Ian Herman. It doesn't get any bigger than that.
I know everyone's going out for Vola, Jezelenko and that, but I've
Zach Fisher.
one.
Luke Mitchell.
Zach
Oh,
Fisher would be
played one game.
Zach Fisher would be a good interview.
Yeah, he would.
But I've been speaking to someone who we know well, and he reckons that guarantee he'll get him. He reckons guaranteed, mate. Guaranteed. All right. Top Dog Liquor.
Yeah.
Melbourne
you.
Coffee Roasting Company.
Thank you. North
Seafood
All of
and
them.
Grill.
Thanks for the year.
North Seafood and Grill.
And North Seafood and Grill. Thanks for
And
the
Marino
year.
Bros.
Well, Marino Brothers will come soon, but yeah. So thanks them. Thanks. Yeah. New sponsors. Everyone get on.
Yep.
And
The
let's
jumper
let's
punch
make
at
it.
gmail.com.
We've been thinking about like we're putting it out there. If you want to sponsor a segment in the show,
Yeah, bloody oath.
Talking Blue.
Talking
Yeah.
Blue,
All of our
Paul's
interviews.
Call,
Just get onto the email.
Rocco's
The
Rant.
Jumper Punch. Yeah. At gmail.com. Get on there. Ask your questions. Send
And
in
it's
your
not as
stuff.
expensive as you think.
Nah.
Yeah.
You'll only need a second mortgage, not a first one.
Well, since we've started with Marino Brothers, they've opened up 3 more shops. So think about it. Think about it. That doesn't just come.
Nah, of course
It's
not.
work to it.
The drugs now go into the bananas.
And can you imagine the Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company? Wasn't there a big shipment just busted up in the coffee containers?
I
I'm
didn't,
insane.
know, I didn't know the coffee was white.
Yeah,
Well, it is.
Rand.
No, well,
Rand,
it is.
what are you
until
doing,
it's roasted.
mate?
Well, it's
right.
kind of green.
Is
and
that
brown.
right?
Yeah, it is. Actually, when you get it,
And when
it's green.
it's, when it's unroasted,
Green.
When you
it's
get
green.
it, it's just green.
Green beans.
Some are white.
Yeah. So
Then they're
that's
going to
it.
roast them.
Gone down the rabbit.
So Marino Brothers, definitely, thank you very much. They've been a great sponsor, and we went to go and see our great man.
Con.
Con.
And he's just exploded, mate. Since he's been on the show,
Yep.
right now he's just putting out his own material, his own stuff, and he brought this out. Here we go.
Hipper.
Hello, gentlemen. You know, people is always coming up to me and saying, Don, why are you so happy?
Oh, is this his song?
Never listen to these. People want this. People want that. Every other bloody thing. You know, mate. They want a fast car to drive all the pretty girls. But me, I just like to sing. I don't need the compute, cause I got me fruit. It's fresh every single day. And when you bite him, if it's not quite right, this is what I say. Cover beautiful.
They're all the girls.
Everyone say can, better be a success. I say it's like my fruit, mate. You gotta have the best. But sometimes fame and fortune should not come so quick. So relax, take it easy. I'm not gonna end up. Me and my wife Marika, we have the good luck. We got the Austin car, the brand new second-hand truck. Better to be happy and live the good life. But have the other time. At 45. So I say everything's okay in a couple of days. Doesn't matter. Beautiful.
Kill the daughters.
Yes.
Well done, Con.
Yasukon.
Still one of the funniest blokes, man.
Nice, mate. Great.
Mate.
Brilliant.
Great. So we've had a couple of Greeks on tonight. We've had the bloody Guido.
Guido
Con,
Hatzis.
Great
Greg.
takeover. Great takeover.
Theo from Middle Park called last night. From Middle
yeah?
Park, sorry, yeah, he
Did he?
called
Theo
up.
from
Mate,
Middle
the
Park.
Greeks are coming in, mate.
They're coming
Yeah,
in. All right.
All we
Let's
need
have a
now
look
is
at
Kudafidi.
some things here. Champions of Italy. He
Champions
always
of
writes
Italy.
in.
He's happy that I wore the Milan
Yes,
jacket
yes,
the other
that's
day.
right.
Just seen the fruit. Just seen that Marino Bros sell things like dragon fruit, milk, bread, ready-made pasta, meals, herbs, loads of shit. Basically, not just fruit and veg. And I'll be putting in an order, no questions asked, boys. Cheap and affordable to just a hectic sponsor and a helpful one, especially to shits like me who can't cook magic noodles without burning the house down. Forward to the jumper punch. Sempre Mars, Paolo, Terry, Pommy, Rocco, bang, boom. What
There
have we
you
got?
go.
Pasta? Is that pasta, Italy, champagne, and a beer? I think.
Yeah, that's it. So they do, and that's
Well
true.
done.
One of those.
Yeah.
First of all, good, but that's true, man. Like
Bravo,
Marino
bravo,
Brothers aren't just
No,
fruit
it's
and veg. They've
No.
got
No.
everything Italian.
Correct.
Pretty much everything we're eating
Yeah,
is from
exactly.
Marino Bros tonight.
Spot on. And who have we got here? Equality. A very relaxing show today. Congratulations, Paul, on the new gig.
Yeah,
Well
we
said.
had a lot of
Thanks,
messages.
Equality.
Yeah, I
Thank you
think
very
everyone's
much. I
right for it.
appreciate it. Thank
I
you.
think this bloke was the same.
Thank you. Captain Johnny, great show, lads. Looking forward to listening to Paolo on
Tell
SEN.
you, that fucking rating's going to explode.
Bloody oath, mate. That's what I'm there for.
That's it.
That's what it's all about. Rick Coldebella. Cripper could win an All Smith next year. Carlton are real close to winning some number 17. Wouldn't that be a turnaround? But possible. Loving the show. Go Blues. Rah, rah, rah.
Well, that is one individual award you wouldn't mind winning.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It probably means you won the premiership.
Relax. Relax today.
Relax. No, it's good. It's good.
No, it's
Great.
good.
John Holden, in regards to the Jumper Punch end of year catch up, how about organising something at North Seafood and Grill? Give Ange business and we can promote his store. Just a thought like that.
I like it. And you know what? I think I'm going to organise it.
All right.
So
done.
maybe in December sometimes.
Bloody
'cause I'm
oath.
going
The
away.
weather will
and
be
then when we
nice.
get back, yeah, we'll catch up.
We'll all
and
be
go.
tanned up.
He's
I
got
met
the
John-
outside area. He's got the inside area. We'll
Yep.
catch up.
Boom.
We have a feed.
Yep.
I reckon that'd be perfect, man.
Yep.
We'll maybe even get Ange to see if we can squeeze in a couple of players to come and.
Bloody oath. Bloody
so,
oath.
yeah, so we'll definitely everyone keep an eye on our
Yep.
social media.
Yep.
And we'll
Shout
do
out to
something.
John Holden. He's a nice guy. I saw
Nah,
him
He's
at
a
man,
very
the,
nice guy. I met him
He
and his son at one of the
always
games.
is
Yeah.
a big supporter of ours.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And here, this one here.
Lucky, thanks for the shout out, boys. Means a lot.
Yeah, that's from last week, especially you.
Quality
brought it
show.
up. Yeah, not only in the, how they would like
The Twitter sphere's going off, mate. There's just spot fires everywhere. There are spot fires. There's him up the baggers. The girls on Twitter are fucking going at it in the Carlton thing. The bloody, it's just got, mate. Everyone's gone berserk. No, it's getting personal, mate.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
What did we say?
Oh,
Do
shit,
not get personal, mate. Like, just
Oh, yeah.
make it about the game, mate. Don't make it personal. Remember, when you write that, soon as you get personal, you've lost.
You've lost the argument.
You lost the argument.
Yep.
So that's
What else
it.
have we got? Any more comments? No.
That's it. Any
All right.
other shout-outs?
Beautiful. No, Mars, you got something?
No.
Prediction for Carlton for next year. Come on. We all know what we're aiming for. And we all know what the minimum expectation is.
I'm going to say no injuries.
I got it, really. I mean, at the end of the day, all we're saying is we just got hope.
We don't even know what the draft or the trade's going to do yet and all that sort of thing.
Fourth.
But based on your gut feeling.
But they said fourth, yeah. Yeah. Look, if anything, we'll maybe make 6th to 8th, you know. Maybe that's 6th to 10th. And that's sitting on the fence a bit.
Person's analysis?
Yeah, go on.
Because I got it right this year.
Did you really? Did you think
you
that
say
we'd finish
9th?
9th or 12th.
Really?
Yeah. Because that asked me what the Blue Broad
Yeah.
opener, what it was.
Yeah.
Ask the kids and they can back me up.
Yeah.
I would believe it, man. You usually get a lot of them right.
6 to 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 to 8. So you think we'll make the 8?
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, just. I think so. I think we can just make the 8.
Yep.
I think we're not quite ready to go further up, but
If they stop lying, then maybe they'll make
that's
5th
it.
or 4th. But if they keep lying, then...
What about you, since you brought it up?
I actually think I've got a good feeling.
Yeah?
I got a feeling.
No, I've got a good feeling about it. I think there'll be so much, mind you, there'll be so much pressure on to make it happen.
That's my concern.
Yeah.
That they
They
might
can't
crack.
handle the pressure.
They
They
might
need
crack.
it. They need more.
Subject to not getting absolutely massacred by injuries,
Yeah.
I reckon we're capable of finishing in the top 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a fair enough argument.
I'd say 3rd or 4th. Here's
are.
my prediction.
We are capable.
But that's
Everything
looking
needs
at
to
it
fall
with
in place.
everything going.
But everything
as well.
does need to fall in place.
Yeah, well, I mean, Geelong
know.
had a
Very good
great year, but they also had a lot of things go their way.
Yep. No, that's true.
And what did you say, 4th?
4th. Yeah.
All right. So we think we're realistic. They're just...
We've got our heads up our ass.
But no, I like that attitude. I like that. Who knows, man?
Well, I think we're capable. I think we're capable. The list profile would suggest that we should be
we
right
are.
up there.
No, we definitely could finish
You know, you look at the average age of everyone that's on the list. You know, you haven't got too many youngsters and you haven't got too many old ones. We've got everyone in that 22 to 29.
First, but I don't know.
We'll
Anyway,
see. We'll see.
we need some real strong leaders.
Bring it on.
100%. Definitely bring it on. Cricket season starts now, so we can sit back with some cricket. We got the 2020 World Cup.
It's coming up. Yep.
It's coming up, so that'll be
Australia.
good. We got the World Cup
Yep.
with no
World Cup.
Italy.
Yeah, World Cup in
watch
November,
Australia.
December.
Yeah, watch Australia. Maybe we can make it into the 16 or
I'll
something.
be covering
reckon?
that.
No, they'd be lucky to
Probably
get a
not.
draw.
You'd
let
be
alone
lucky to score a
win.
goal, if you ask me.
So we'll
It's
see
tough
how we
group,
go.
really tough
It's a
group.
very tough group.
So that's
And
it.
I'm away. I'm going away for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm going away
You going
November
away?
too. Yeah,
I'm going to
100%.
Japan for a month.
I'm going to Thailand.
Nice.
You'll be at
won't be
SEN.
You'll be
away.
working.
I'll be busting
I'm
my
bringing you
ass.
from Thailand.
You'll be at SEN and I'll be ringing you up.
That's it.
Well, you might need to find a replacement. Oh, well, you will need to find a replacement next year for like 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, really?
I'm going to Europe.
There you go.
Tomorrowland, here we come.
There it is.
I'm sure we won't struggle
No, you won't.
to find someone. Maybe
No, we've
not
got
as
to.
your caliber, but
Not
we'll.
caliber, it's just a dead shit.
Nah, but yeah, I think we might make it. We might try something. Well, there is someone who's keen to jump on.
Well, seeing it's Blue Broad channel that we're on, you should
tell you later.
you should ring up and do a little report every week
From there,
from wherever you are.
I'll be tanked.
I reckon.
I might not be alive.
Now, once you get over there, you're definitely going to
Let's-
send us a
let's just-
report
let's
once
just
a
get
week
there
on something.
first.
You
You
gonna
know
watch
what?
Carlton
You can
matches?
send us a report on that week's game. You know. and
I'll
see-
do it via TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you do a Manjardale football for every soccer match you go to?
Oh, there you go.
That's it. That's it. So it should be good.
Off season there.
No, it should be good. So anyway, we'll
Very
worry
good.
about that
Very
next
good.
year. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure and honour.
Thanks for asking me
Thanks
to come
for
on your
Vince for everything
Thanks
you've
to
done.
everyone. Thanks to Vince. Thank you
you
to
to
everyone
everyone.
for the comments and all that.
Thanks for
pleasure.
viewing
Thank you
us.
very
All the
much.
best,
Thanks
mate.
for viewing us, man. I'm telling you,
Thanks
it's,
for viewing.
we still freak out that people actually watch, but Yeah, good stuff. All right, guys. One
All
more
the best.
time.
Go Blues!
Don't see that. People will never understand that. Success. You know, all they think about, well, he batted 202, you know, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. You know, but the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, you know. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid